Hello, hello, hey, my loves, how are you? Hi. Oh my gosh, today has been incredible. I want to thank you guys so much for your amazing support. Thank you. I am grateful, thankful, blessed. Like I can't even describe. Hey Stephanie, how are you? Hi, sweetie. Oh my God, you guys, thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Hi. God, and I love your name, Gorgeous. I love that. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Jessica. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, you guys have been seeing the videos today. I've been very busy teasing y'all, sending videos. Oh, thank you guys. Hi, Loca. Thank you for coming in. All right. I want to get to the good stuff because you guys saw the premise of what this is. We're going to build it together because a lot of you have already ordered the kit, which I am very, very thankful for. Hi, Jay. And so I want to show you guys like the process and kind of this labor of love that came together, and it was thanks to you guys. So hibachi. I would love some hibachi right now. I know you meant to say hi. Hi, Evelyn. So yes, it is, Jay. It's right on the homepage, and I actually added one more product as a surprise. And so you guys, you're gonna see it if you go on there now, but it's quite literally a full lineup. So just a quick background, and then we're gonna get into it. You guys know, for those of you who have been following me and are probably coming in from other social media channels, my specialty is helping bead crafters take the inventory, that overwhelming inventory, and even if you're just starting out, it's a very overwhelming process. But having someone to help you guys not only on, hey, this is how you craft beads, because there's a lot of creative people that do that, right? You can see tons of tutorials. But at the end of the day, you guys want to know how to make this into a profitable business, right? That was the original intention. Let me make some extra money, or hey, this could be an entirely full-time gig for me. So you had the intentions to make this a business and then got caught up in the overwhelm and everything. So I have been racking my brain, like, how do we make this different? How do we implement that collectability that I talk to you guys a lot about? Bundling is great, you know, doing certain things are great, but it's important to also look at it from an innovative perspective. And if I could give you guys a tool that does that, and then you can take all your inventory and sell it off, then that's what the whole intention and goal was. And that's where this came to life. And man, I've had so many sleepless nights, and it's not because, you know, I'm worried. It's because my brain is just not stopped. So I wanted to show you guys live. This is just a standard pen that I put together. Fun fact, it's sturdy. I didn't glue this in. So all the beads that come in the kit, they are drilled with a hole that will fit your 72, 97, and 117 millimeter bead rods. That hole fits universally, but it is strong enough to, like, you won't need glue. I mean, you can still put some. I'm not saying you shouldn't, because a lot of people like to fidget with stuff, but this ain't moving. It's not moving. It's not jiggling. It's on there strong. So that's number one. Functionality wise, you get a strong bead. The magnet that's built in to the base, it has a flat head on this side. It has a flat head on this side. If you've been on my previous lives, if you've been on anything that I've done before where I'm actually crafting with you guys, you know that I tell you out the gate, please do not waste your supply on pieces that your customers can't see. Now, if you leave it exposed, definitely bring your crafting material all the way around. But this bead is unique because of the fact that it has the magnet. We want a flush surface with our designs so that the pull stays there and they actually remain on the bead. So this is what it looks like with nothing on it. You get the base bead. So you guys have the ability to create, craft, do whatever you want. I'm actually gonna make a tutorial where we can drill a little hole on each side and have like dangling charms with like the eyelet hooks. Like, we're gonna go through the gamut of projects with this thing. But rule of thumb is standard across the board. I've said this many a times before. When you wanna balance your design, right? It doesn't matter if I had this or not. The bigger the character, the shorter the rod, right? So it's gonna stay the same in that design aspect. The bigger the character, the smaller the rod. However, with the magnet system, you should not have a character that weighs more than 0.6 ounces. I know that there are characters out there that are very top heavy, very heavy in general. And quite honestly, just from my perspective, they shouldn't be on a pen at all, because I shouldn't have a hand cramp from a pen that I paid $20, $25 for, right? I should be able to comfortably write it. So I've got like a little food scale here, but get something, they sound like $8. Get something where you can weigh your characters out, and that way you can weed out the ones that wouldn't work with the system. But 9 times out of 10, if you've got like durables, those kind of things, they work fantastic with it. And I'll be showcasing all that stuff today. So the magnet that's on there, it is a very strong magnet. So much so that my characters are not coming off, right? So when we're writing feverishly, if we were to have a super top heavy character, let me show you one. So for example, let me put her on this one. I've got Angel with me. So I grabbed her at the 5 and under place. Trying to stay violation free here. And she's very top heavy. Like, her head is top heavy. I did add the whole system under her so you can see it. Like I said, you're gonna be able to do a lot with these. So because she's top heavy, right? Here's the bead. Because she's top heavy, the moment I shake her, you see how she's already loose? She weighs 1.2 ounces. So she is very, very heavy. That's the goal, the whole point. I don't want you guys wasting your time trying to sort all your beads out, or not your beads, your bead toppers, and then going, oh my God, I got like a ton of really heavy things. Use what you have first, make those into keychains, make those into singular collections. So don't waste your stuff. Don't sit there and go buy a ton of other things for no reason. But the ones that you do, that's your immediate collection that you launch with this system, right? So here I have my dual dragon characters. You also have magnetic bases, because you want to give your customer the entire experience, right? If I don't have this one sitting on my pen, I want it in display, right? Some people take these to work. They have it in their gaming, office, and in their, like, just in different places. They can be collectible, which is why this live was so important, okay? I don't want you guys just thinking about one-off sales. This can turn into an entire subscription model for your customers. You guys can sell entire collections, mystery bag them, put them in a monthly subscription where every month they'll get a pen and 2 mystery characters. And they can continue collecting more. That's how you run through all of that inventory you have. Because now they're gonna be like, there's that FOMO effect, right? That fear of missing out. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna mystery pack these and get the whole collection. Y'all, it's no joke. People love collecting. We've seen it. They've trampled each other for it, right? You have to learn from what the bigger brands are doing and apply it to your small business. You are running a brand. You are not running any other generic store. You are running a brand. And your design, all of that, get paid for it. Stop giving away your stuff for $7 and $10. Stop wasting hours on a live trying to do a singular pen for a person who's gonna get 1 or 2 pens from you and probably never buy again. This creates reoccurring revenue. Reoccurring revenue. If you guys know what that means, it means you're gonna keep getting purchases even when you're asleep. Okay, so you can have your characters and your stuff all up on your site, or be like, hey, this character drops tomorrow. You know how I know the system works? I proved it to you all. You're here on my live. I announced it in a week. I let you guys know, and I teased you with videos. I literally did it in your face. I wanted to do that on purpose to prove to you fear of missing out works. It works, guys. Okay, you proved it. I'm not selling you a bead pen. I'm selling you an entire business operation. I'm selling you the entire process. But at the end of the day, you are my customer. I have to build something that I know you're going to want. So in that aspect, just look at my videos, look at everything that I've done, and duplicate it for your style. Now, for those of you who are brand new here, probably never seen me before, like I said, I help bead crafters turn their inventory into products that sell. I have years of experience and businesses that I've successfully sold off. And even for me, it was hard because I was so used to tech and digital and didn't think to apply everything that I learned in marketing and I worked at Telemundo, for freaking sake. Like, I used to buy millions of dollars in advertising across the country. And then I came to think, I was like, why is this business frustrating me so much? And it was because I didn't apply the same things that I knew in tech and in media to a craft business. And that's where it clicked for me. I'm like, oh my God, I already know how to do this. Now I got to teach everybody else to do this, because at the end of the day, it runs just like any other business. But we have to get out of our own way. We have to go, okay, let me step back and stop going, oh my God, look at the chibis and look how cute. I have to quite literally be like, okay, I've got all of this inventory. Let me go ahead and turn it around. Hi, honey. Say hi to everybody. That's the hubby. Thank you, Hirasol. You know, so it is one of those things where when it clicks for me, I'm like, I have to say something. That's why you guys started seeing me pop up. I've been in this industry and in crafting for specifically with Chibi charms for 3 years, with my fidget stuff for 4, and I just recently got my first patent pending and trademark for this business this year. I tried to do one in 2015. That didn't work out, but that was a different story. But hi, sweetie. Hi, Mane. And so at the end of the day, take what I'm going to give you. Please take it in pieces. If you feel overwhelmed, pause. I don't want you walking away from this overwhelmed. I want you walking away from this excited, because now you have a way to get rid of either inventory you don't want, or you actually have a direction for your business. So I'm gonna flip this camera around. We're gonna do this together. I'm gonna show you all the really cool stuff that you could quite literally get onto your pen and have it stay. Another thing, I know I mentioned in my videos that I was gonna do like the giveaway and all that. I'm gonna literally reward and upgrade everyone who has supported me throughout the day today. Whether you ordered a kit or not, you got an order in, I am upgrading your order, and it's a surprise. I love my surprises. I got my little surprise chibi bag, so everybody's gonna get something different. But I absolutely love and support you guys, and I love that we support each other, and that's the goal, right? I don't gain anything from just hoarding and gatekeeping everything. It's why I'm so transparent. Jessica's a perfect example. Ask her. She's brand new to this industry, and her and I talk literally daily. That's why I invite you guys to please. Oh, thank you so much, Hirasol. That's why I invite you guys. Message me, DM me, in whatever options there are. For those of you that are buying the kit for the first, I know I said 50, but I actually updated my kits to 100. I am still gonna have a masterclass. It's gonna be included. The masterclass is just gonna be a lot more focused on the business side. Ooh, I love those. It's gonna be focused on the business side of things on top of the designs that you could do. So no more talking on business stuff. Let me flip the camera so we can look at the cool designs, and I'm gonna continue showing you guys all of the cool stuff that we can do here. Okay, so you all saw my babies. Oh, and I have the counter here because I want you guys to celebrate with me as we get like orders in. So you guys saw all of these here, right? During the masterclass, we're gonna go into in depth on upgrading your delivery, right? A lot of you, how do we know what to buy from the website? Do I just need a kit or more things? So on the website, you'll see the SnapCharm. There should be 4 images. You got the starter kit. If you just want to figure out like what to start with, just buy the starter kit. And then we do the master class. Later on, if you've got more characters and stuff, then upgrade. I will never advise that you waste your money for no reason. Okay. Start with the starter kit if you just want to explore this idea and get some of your characters in and validate. Remember, I talk about that all the time in my videos. We want to validate our designs and make sure that people are happy with that, right? Our target market wants it. But if you know you have like 1,001 characters and you already have a collection in place and you know how many you need, I do sell the character sets. So let's go through, before I get into this, let's go through what the kit includes. Let me flip this around. All right, so in the kit, by the way, I have all the warnings on the back. And this is important, not just for me, but for you guys as well. If you have not started putting choking hazards stickers on your bead pen deliveries, you need to do that. That is a liability for your business if you don't have that, because no matter what, even if it was just a standard bead pen, these can, kids take these apart, whatever. This helps at least protect, that you warned that customer. And this warning as well is going to be there. I will give you guys this language if you have a label printer. If you want me to offer these, I can offer these. I have tons of labels, but they're great to have on your marketing pieces, so it at least warns the customer of what's coming or what's included on your stuff. All right, so here's the SnapCharm kit. Each of these is all with the same polarity, meaning they will not stick to each other, right? They repel each other. See how it just hangs there? Every single one of our beads. Hey, thank you so much, sweetie. Jessica, thank you. It doesn't matter if you buy a kit today, if you buy a kit in a week, in a month, in a year, if you buy the extra beads, magnetized beads, they're all going to have the same polarity, meaning if you do a subscription service with your pens and every month, let's say you do the dragon of the month and next month they get another dragon, it will stick. Okay. So you don't have to worry about wondering if it's going to match the characters. Your job is going to be to make sure that the magnet that you're putting, and I do have an indicator on the magnet, that the indicator goes on the character. But we'll go through all of that. And I'm going to try my best to keep up with the comments if I can, but I want to explain this to you guys. All right, so these will never match, right? That it will not stick. That's number one. So it comes with 5 of these. So you can create 5 pens out the gate with this. And what I mean by 5 pens is if you're doing this as a collection, if a customer buys a collection, they're buying 1 pen, which has the 1 magnet. It'll include a character stand, because when we are not using those extra characters, we want them on a stand. We want them on display. They're beautiful, right? This says dual purpose, so it doesn't matter. Like it will always stick to the characters. So we have the character stand that comes with the extra character, because at all times, we want to make sure there is a character on the pen, because that's what the customer is going to do. They're going to have a character on the pen, and they're going to have their side character over here, or their multiple ones, right? So I offer character expansions. It's a 10 pack. That's the one we have. Each of the magnets that you're going to attach to your characters has an individual pot. There's important reasons for this. These are very, very strong magnets. I'm going to show you the whole process of popping that out and everything. I don't want you scared, but I also want you understanding that these are very strong, meaning don't pick anything up. Or don't start opening them all up and laying them down. They will shut together. And then it is a very, oh, thank you so much, Sheena. I appreciate you. So these will stick together if you just lay them all out on the table, and then it becomes a nightmare to take them apart. That's why we individually pack them. Like, guys, this is all handmade. Like, we don't order this from like the base materials. Obviously we order them, but we put everything together here at Chibi Charms, and hubby has a lot to do with Jessica. Thank you so much. So your character base pack has the 10 magnets and the 10 additional character bases. And like I said, these are expansions because one of the magnets is going to go on one of the characters, and then you'll have a stand for the other one that's on the pen, right? So there's always a character on a stand at any given time. You want to always give that to your customer. And by the way, this character stand is good to go. So you just pop it into your packaging and you're done. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Alvia. All right. Then I also have the expansion of the bead packs. So these are all, like I said, the same polarity. So I open this up, it's not gonna stick to my base bead. Thank you so much, sweetie. Fatima, thank you. They're all the same polarity. So, or excuse me, yeah, they all have the same polarity. So you can always expand and your customers can continue collecting. If you have someone that, let's say this was my favorite pen, and you have all of these like gothic type characters, guess what I'm gonna keep buying from you? I won't need a new pen, but man, do I want the characters, and the characters are magnet ready? Heck yeah. Hello, Jack. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me that's not gonna be a game changer in your business. Tell me your customers are not gonna be like, oh my God, Elvia, that was so amazing. I have to have the entire collection. I know. It was, trust me when I tell you, it was a labor of love. Like, I literally trial and error and tested this thing forever and a day. And then when it finally clicked and I got it, I was like, I have to do this. By the way, my little Mario set, he is my favorite character. I thought about selling them and I was like, no. They are the originals, by the way. They are the original design. Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you, Jessica. The hubby, by the way, this is yet another idea. Like, look how cool that is. Hubby stuck one of the beads on the painting. And imagine having character sets that you can sell with, like I said, guys, I want you thinking like collectors do, right? Imagine having a pen and a painting piece. Thank you so much for the order, Flor de Lisa. Thank you. So imagine you have this unique entire system. And that, by the way, that's just our glues. I'm going to introduce 2 more glues that are in our lineup here. It's our toolbox. These are the ones I'm going to use to adhere everything to. So we're going to go through all of that. All right. So like I said, opportunity to create some amazing and unique things. So on here for the cases, if you guys have seen these, you know and love them, right? But sometimes they're super plain, and I surely do not want you guys wasting your time putting individual rhinestones on this thing, because that is going to be a nightmare. So what I have on here is the creation tape that you guys have probably seen on my store, probably seen on my videos. If you haven't, check them out. I have the clear creation tape, which is what's on here. This is the 1 centimeter tape. And I have 15 different sugar rhinestones that I offer at my shop. So I literally dip the corners, and then these I just sprinkled over and pressed them in. So this is the only one that has like multicolor. No, so Lisa, I'm not selling it, and I'll tell you why. So like I said, this was my the original prototype. Ouch. I just hit my knee. Sorry. It was me. Oh, hi, Bree. It was the original prototype. It is the only set that has the reverse polarity. So it is the only one in the entire series that will not have any other character sit on it. Look. It won't. It doesn't. So this is like my original script, right? And it's a character I absolutely love. But You guys have to join me on my weekly Thursday TikTok lives, because I teach you guys so much, especially around branding. So for this series, I actually added my little charm, which has my company logo on it, right? Because you want your designs recognized. You want people to be like, oh, who did this pen? And when they pick it up, they see your logo. So it's not just like, oh, I bought it off this random lady on a live. No, you bought it from Chibi Charms, or you bought it from insert your company name here, right? That's what you want. You spent time and energy. This is artwork. Okay, when have you ever seen an artist not sign their piece of work? You guys need to start thinking in that aspect. Brand your work, and it doesn't have to be gaudy. It doesn't have to be out there. You can literally have a little piece of jewelry on there. How many of us don't have a ton of little danglies? Like, for example, you know, here's one of my first types of designs, right? Look at all this stuff I have, and not a single thing has my branding on it. Oh, sweetie, thank you so much, Bree. I'm glad I could make it fun. I don't want you guys just always worried about how you're going to make money. Like, now you're going to have the opportunity to do that and have fun doing it. So, biggest takeaway from this, make sure you brand, but this base bead can be decorated. You can put creation tape on it, sugar rhinestones, regular rhinestones. Like, I did this one with the creation tape. These, I used the UV gel nail. Oh, sweetie, I'm a small business too. We're all small businesses together. And I absolutely love that I can help and give you advice and not just leave it locked up in my brain. So this one, I used UV gel glitter, the yellow one. So I did the foundation, UV gel. I colored it with the yellow. Oh, creations. By the way, guys, after this live is done, I will be posting the video on Substack. So I hope I don't get a violation for saying that. But if you click the link in my bio, it'll take you to the article site, and it will have that video posted tomorrow morning. So this whole thing, even if you came in late, please don't fret. Everything will be available for you to rewatch. And an article with information on it. All right, so this one I did UV gel. And basically I did the layers of the glitter, and then I did the, because of the glitter sometimes is gritty, I did another layer of foundation and then did the white dots, colored the little bubbles with the glitter, and top coat. I literally like nail painted this entire bead, but I wanted that custom because each one has that little Yoshi egg design, right? This is all to show you you're not limited to just rhinestones and gems and creation tape. You guys can use everyday stuff like nail items. I've been showing those. No, this is not silicone. This is an acrylic bead. This is an acrylic bead. But we do have silicone beads that we've put rhinestones on, and this is the glue that we actually tested here, and we discovered that, yes, you can embellish your silicone. Chibi Charms discovered it because of all my glue tests. So, this is the glue, like hands down. Don't even bother trying anything else. This is legitimately the only one that will adhere. I still have, I don't know where I have it. I've like redone all my stuff 20 million times, but in my videos, I do have my silicone test, and you'll see all of that in there. Thank you so much for your order, Yvette. Thank you. So as you can see here, oh, not that one. I have different themes, but the best part about having these themes is that, like I said, you guys can sell the collectible characters, right? And what is the magnet for? It is the entire, so it's the entire system. Are you talking about this one, Ramona? Oh, Jessica, yes, Jack is there. Ramona, let me know if you're talking about this one, because this is the character stand. It is magnetized, so your characters can stand and have a, you know, just like a collectible, right? We want this to be collectible. So yeah, we're going to be building Zero. So this is what we're going to build for today. We're going to do a Zero because he's flocked. I wanted to do every type of surface you guys could think of that you might have. So this is that fuzzy flocked design. I have a silicone karopi. I have my keychain light up, which you probably saw in my video, and I still have my other one here, right? And then I have the plastic. So these are my little Pokemon that if you pop them open, there's the Pokemon. Oh yeah, I used to do fidget keycaps with these, but you could still glue the magnet piece so that it clicks on there. And then if they wanted to pop off the character, they just have to hold it and pop it off. So you guys, when I tell you the sky's literally the limit, with the exception of the weight of the item, the sky is the limit on what collections and items you can build. And even if you don't want to use regular characters like this and you wanted to use like, you know, dragon themes, maybe you have like a medieval type design and that's what you love, right? This is what you want to be able to have, your own style, your own design. All right, so we're going to be building these in a few. But this is the next part I wanted to talk to you guys about. When you're doing your collections and you've got all your characters and you have different designs, I want you, remember, to think like a big brand. I want you to think, well, if I wanted to buy a Labubu, I'd have to buy, 5 to get maybe a super rare. And guess what people do? I remember going to the mall and there was lines out the door of people lined up to get a Labubu. I was just there for the Starbucks. As you add them to the beads so the beads already come. That's like literally that is what I have patented. So our beads already have everything included. All the polarity is the same. So it doesn't matter if you buy a kit from me today, tomorrow, a year from now, it all has the same polarity. So these beads you'll never have anything backwards. So if your characters buy multiple pens throughout the year from you, all their characters can match up to every other pen. Think about it. We just created this won't match because remember, this one has the reverse polarity, but it will work with my actual characters. It's actually, like I said, the only set that has the reverse polarity because they were my prototypes. So the reference that I was making was, think of your characters as these rare collectible pieces, right? You're going to have your commons. I have my commons right here because everybody wants them, but these are my common characters, right? And there's no crazy sparklies. What they have on their feet, I put a pearl spacer to cover the edge of the magnet, which by the way, every starter kit will include, I'm including that for free, some spacers so that you can hide that magnet. I am going to have multicolor spacers coming in this week. Actually, this should be here in like 2 days. So I'm going to have those added to the site. Right? But I added those because not only was it aesthetically pleasing and not seeing like a piece of metal, right? It closes out our design. Think about it when we're creating our regular pens, right? We have spacers. We want to cover it. We want it to look elegant, beautiful. I don't want you losing the aesthetic that people are used to over a piece of metal. Okay? It's why I hate designing and having the bead rod come through. I've never liked frames for that reason unless a character or a set of beads fits it. I don't want to see that hideous rod. I figured a way to cover that was with a 14 millimeter spacer. So even if you find a fancy one, keep in mind if it's metal and it's magnetic, it may be a little bit of a pain to put on there because this magnet is strong, so it'll want to stick to it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the rod. Oh, but the way I designed this particular series was I said, okay, I'm going to have my standard characters, right? Like these little characters are my standard. So if somebody bought the Luigi set from me, they'd have a standard character, right? Same thing with the Goomba and the coin, right? Actually, no, the coin goes with the star. So the Goomba is with Luigi and this one. So you got these two, that whole set, that's my standard. That's my common drop, right? Start looking at your collections this way. Which ones are going to be easier to bling up and make your unique pieces, or which character is the one that everybody wants? That's your unique piece. That's your rare. That's your super rare. Maybe you make the character that you have the least amount of the super rare. However you frame it, your customer is not the bead crafter. You are the expert. You are the one that they go to for these. Otherwise, they go and build it themselves. Okay, so start thinking in that aspect. Not everybody knows what a bead crafter does and all the intricacies of it, but they love buying unique and awesome designs. And if you are the person that they get it from, awesome. Go with what you have in your inventory first. So I want you guys sorting your stuff. It is why I have that as one of my top videos. Organize your collections, put it together. And if you're, I know I had somebody on, not somebody, Christy mentioned, well, she bought a lot of random stuff. Pair it up by colors. Creations, I'm going to show it to you in a second here again. Pair up your random designs by color. Pair them up by, characters. Do you have a lot of piggies? Do you have a lot of farm animals? Like, that's your theme. There's always a theme. Because at the end of the day, when you first bought a lot of this stuff impulsively, you bought it for you. And guess what? You actually subconsciously picked themes. So you have themes. It's just not visible because you've literally been like up here, up close to your entire collection. Now you're going to step back, look at it and go, okay, I have all these Mario characters. I only have one of a kind. Well, I'm going to pair these two up and these two up. And oh, everybody loves these two characters. Or not characters, this is Mushroom, right? We got Toad. Everybody loves Toad because he's the cutesy. Well, I blinged their mushroom spots, right? Everybody loves Yoshi, but Yoshi wasn't the common, right? They were the common. Yoshi was my rare. These were my super rares because they have all the bling. No, so Breathe, these I did with the 2 new glues that I added. The Liquid Fusion. And this is for the metal, yes. So this one's for the metal when you're adding it to a plastic character. This one is going to be for your flocked. We're going to go through the creation process. So I hope you guys are planning on chilling here with me for a little bit because I want to make sure you guys see everything. And if you have to leave, no worries. This is going on my article site. Click the link in my bio. You'll see it up there on the top of the page. It's free to register. So don't be afraid. There you can register for free and I will be posting it for free. So you don't have to be a paid member to do that. So I'm going to show you guys how to use these 2 new additions. These are our newest glues to complete the lineup. I have 4 in total and each one of them has a special purpose for your bead crafting. This is awesome for your silicone beads. Okay. The clear tacky gel for your porous surfaces, your fabrics, all of those, adding rhinestones to your fabrics. And if you're embellishing an entire acrylic, that's great. Liquid Fusion is great for for all of your acrylics, your plastics. And then the super glue is great if you are still, old school, you want to put your glue on your rod. Cool. You could do that with this, but this also adheres the magnet to the bottom of the character. Okay. So we're going to do all of that together. Oh, thank you so much for your order, sweetie. I appreciate you guys, Sandra. Thank you. So when you're looking at your collections tonight, separate your stuff and go, okay, this would be my rare. That would be my super rare. This would be my rare. These are my commons. If you have to go based on quantity, whatever you have the most of, that's going to be your common. That's going to be the one that like everybody might get in the mystery bag. The one you have the second least of, and you guys get my point. Oh, thank you, sweetie. If you have your own type of super glue, like Loctite or any of those others, use what you have first. I will always advocate that you guys use what you have first. Okay. If you don't have any of this, or you just want to have, you're like, I'm going to go with what she's got. Fine. Grab it from the shop. It's there. It's on my latest drop. It's also under the adhesives category. But if you guys have like the B7000s and all that, please don't spend any more money on additional glues. Use what you have when you run out, then feel free to come back to the shop. Okay. What What's the new way with the rod that you mentioned? New way with the rod. Oh, the new way with the rod. Are you talking about the fact that we have like our magnetized and they don't pop off bead pin toppers that we can swap, you know, swap them out, I should say? All right, so I think I've talked ad nauseum about characters. I want to get into the creation part. I hope you guys get the point, right? Go through your inventory, put your collections together. Whatever you have the most of, that's your common character. And make your rares, bling them up, make them pretty, make them cute, make them desirable to your customers. I'm going to move these around. If you get these floating display shelves for your pens, they're the ones that I would say bling them up with like some sugar rhinestones. Please do not sit and waste hours rhinestoning individually things on here. It isn't worth it, y'all. You need to up your game. Sweetie, I will help you and teach you how to do that, okay? You don't have to spend an arm and a leg to do it. My goal with all of my products is to make it so that you can turn around and make money off of it 10 times over if you could, right? Because that's the whole point of this whole system. You'll have something so unique. And this is the other reason too. A lot of you are coming up on craft season, y'all. I have a craft show on Saturday. Now, I aim my shows based on my target market. I'm doing a show at a school where there's going to be a lot of kids. They're not going to care about this. And if they do, they're not going to take care of it. So their parents are not going to spend money on that. But guess what they love? Those little fidgets. So trust me when I tell you, I will help you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Flor de Lisa. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for the support. Absolutely love you. Thank you, thank you. So this is another way to bling up your displays. Oh, by the way, I am going to start carrying my displays. I talked to my supplier and they're going to have them. I'm going to have them in white, pink, teal, and black. So you're going to have 4 options to choose from. And I am going to have all 3 sizes with the stands. So you're going to have the pen options and the character options. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. So use your charms, right? Because this is a flat charm. I added it to my tape and then I put it into the sugar rhinestones. But when you are, here you go. When you are creating these, right? Make sure you got your branding. Make sure you got all your stuff in place. Make it desirable for your customer. Make it, put it in place. Because guess what? This is not a $7 pen. This ain't a $10, $15, $20 pen. This is a series, a collection now. This is $35. Because not only are they getting my pen, they are getting whatever mystery character they pulled. If they got a 2-character pack, hey, they might get a rare. But they're getting an entire display stand. They're getting the character stand, which comes with your kit, right? They're getting a unique piece of art. That's who you are. Brie Marie, thank you, sweetie. Okay, so please start looking at your business like an actual brand, okay? You are the Louis, you are the Burberrys of bead pens and bead crafting. All right, and even if you have some heavier characters that won't work for the system, because like I said, 0.6 ounces max for your characters. So if you get a digital scale, you're going to want to make sure you measure like the ones that feel the heaviest. Like some of them you can tell right away, like they're not heavy, they're going to work perfect. But your heavier characters, weigh them out. Weigh them out. All right, so we're going to use I'm actually going to actively use the kit and show you guys how to use it and everything and what's included. Let me put my little babies back. Yeah, these all have the reverse polarity. So they are the most unique ones of everything, but they were also my prototype babies. So they will stay in my forever collection. And they're so cute, like legit, man. Tell me that isn't awesome. And imagine you offer like a full collection to your customers. There are people that will pay good money. Like if I were to sell this, I'd sell it for $300. You guys think somebody wouldn't snatch this up? They buy popcorn buckets in under 10 minutes at movie stores, at movie cinemas. Okay? And those are a dime a dozen because how many cinemas aren't there, and they could get popcorn buckets everywhere. And then they go to eBays and stuff and freaking spend hundreds of dollars to get the same popcorn bucket. This is even more unique than a freaking popcorn bucket because you can make one of a kinds. I have a one of a kind. Absolutely no reason you can't do that for your business and literally scale to a brand, not some, random $7 and $10 pen. We're done with that. You all are my page. We are done with these $7 and $10 buys of pens. All right, so let me move this stuff out of the way. We still got our pretty pens back there. All right, so the kit. Like I said, all the same polarity. That means you can buy one now, a year from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now. They're all going to have the same polarity. So all your characters will match up, okay? Your character base beads are included as well. They're in the center area here. So you have character stands to offer your customers. The ideal setup is they have a character on the bead. Like I say, they buy a 2-pack from you, right? They have a character on the bead and a character on the stand. By the way, Dungeons and Dragons theme right here, y'all. Like, tell me I wouldn't sell out of this in like 2.5 seconds if I go to if I do a craft show near a comic book store or a gaming store. Like, I'd have people lined up wanting to get these, okay? There is a market for everyone. And you guys just have to realize you have the supply that somebody else wants. If you position it the right way, they will buy from you and at good prices. Okay. My goal is to be a vendor at MegaCon next year and offer these. Like, that's my ultimate goal. I've never been a vendor there. That is above the price bracket I'm willing to pay for a table. But if I know that I have a following for this, guess what? I'm going to do it. All right, so you got your 5 character stands. This is a handmade, my little wand. But I have a 72 millimeter rod in here for this reason. So, like I said, it fits any of the 3 rods, right? I have that on there, and you'll see it has dual purposes. If you guys have seen all my packing videos, you know I love talking about dual purpose tools. The reason I set it up this way, first of all, this is super cute. And by the way, these are mystery packed. You might get a pink one, a purple one, a green one, whatever color pops out. That's what you're going to get. These are mystery packed too. But I have it like this for a reason. Number one, it's a sturdy tool. I would say, a lot of people are like, what if I use a bead reamer? No, you can't use the bead reamers because the bead reamers have such a thin point. They won't hold. Like, their strength lies in the bead coming down onto the bead reamer. These have a cap. There's a cap, not a cap, but a max amount of space that there's in there. So you don't, there's no way to push it through. The magnet exists on the other side, right? So that's not ideal. So I had to create a tool that would make this work. So it serves the purpose of holding your bead. So now you can design it. By the way, it's amazing because it's flat on one side. Meaning, if you decide like me to use your UV gels to style your beads, you want a tool that is flat on one side so that when you're putting it into your UV lamp and trying to dry it, the tool is not going to sit there and go, whee, and roll off of your whatever, thing you put it on. It's flat for that reason. You pop it on there, you're done, you let it resin cook, and then you're good to go, right? I did all of these in that same method. It also works great for our silicone pen holders, right? Pop that sucker in there. If you're embellishing with a glue, you know that you have to give it that 24-hour cure time. It works fantastic. It fits in our silicone pen holders. Here's the other aspect of this. The magnets. These are the bases you're going to use for your characters. I told you guys, there's a reason they're individually packed. I have one in each container, and look at this. Okay, they're stuck together. All right, so you're gonna open the little pot. We're gonna separate all the other magnets around. I'm not trying to scare you, but these little suckers are strong, okay? There's gonna be a dot on your bead. Hold on, I wanna make sure all my stuff is like it's put away on the side there. I don't want it like, I wanna make sure that if by mistake I drop it, it ain't gonna like stick to something else, okay? All right. Oh, no, flipped on me. Hold on. Give me the other side. There we go. My dot side. All right. This tool, if you pop it in there. Oh, this one's not. Well, this was one of my prototypes. It's not magnetized. Let me grab the other one. It is I normally have these magnetized, by the way, y'all. Where's my... Yeah, that one was one of my prototypes. Here's the other one. All right. So this is why I love this tool. It has a flat base on it. Okay? The reason I love that flat base is because it picks up the character bead. Now, you're not going to want to grab it on the side with the dot. The side with the dot indicates the side that needs to stick to the character. That's how you know which side has to have the character. Okay? And if you want to test it, grab one of your regular beads. One magnet to one magnet is not crazy. It's not so crazy. What is if you have like 10 pop together. That becomes then really, really horrible. All right? But you can see. Right? There's your dot. I had actually, wait, did I have that backwards? Yes, I had that backwards. I am so sorry. I put the dot on the side that goes to the bead. So that's your indicator. I trust me, I'm working off of 2 hours sleep here, y'all. I'm like, did I put the dot for the pen? Yes, I did. I put the dot for the pen. So the dot is your indicator. Your dot is your indicator. All right. So the side without the dot is the side that sticks to your character. Okay? So when you grab your characters, let me grab my character. You're going to position it in that way. You're going to apply your adhesive, and then you're going to push it down. You can give it a little bit of pressure. Don't put too much pressure. You don't want this thing going boop and slipping, okay? Then that just becomes messy. But any instant glues that you use, liquid fusions have a really good tacky amount of, within like a couple minutes, you can do that. Hold it down. Once it's tacky enough, then you can just roll your tool off of it. Obviously, there's nothing holding this here, but we're going to do it together. Okay? If you prefer to hold it sideways, you can still hold it sideways, hold it down, and then take it off. The only reason I don't like to do it so much sideways is because now there's more bandwidth there for the pen to pull the magnet if you pull the glue too early. This is a very small surface for it. Pop it on there, and there you go. Once you're done with that piece, then you can apply your spacer. And for your spacers, I mean, if you're doing it on a fabric material, you're gonna want not the super glue, I'm sorry, your liquid fusion. This is gonna be for your metals, for your not for your metals, for your harder plastics, right? Liquid fusion is wonderful with the fabrics. For these, you're gonna want the super glue. Okay? And this is the one you guys probably saw in the video earlier with the light up. This was a keychain, look, legit. It was a keychain. All I did was use my my little cutter tool, which I need to find that because I wanted to demonstrate that. Cut that piece off. I did the same to Karopi. Karopi was a keychain. And I literally cut the loop. And now he's a topper. I just have to cut the loop, okay? And you can clean it, like, you can cut it cleanly. So a tool like this, one of these little cutters, all you got to do is get as close. That's why I like the flat part of it. Get as close to the base as you can. Snip. Snip. If you need to clean it up a little more, just get right up to the edge. Clean it. There's nothing stopping me from embellishing this. Like if it's a little too ucky, I can embellish it. I can put some creation tape and sugar rhinestone it. Y'all, treat these, even keychain stuff, just like you would any normal bead topper. No different. Embellish them, right? They're your design. You don't have to keep it status quo with the way it came. I didn't with any of these characters. I dolled them up. I gave them bling. You guys can do the same. There is literally no limit. Okay? So, turn your keychain, maybe the 50 million keychain collections that you have into your topper collection just by cutting off that ring. Hi, sweetie. All right. So I hope that made that part, you understood. So once you add the magnet on there and you put whatever decorative spacer, you'll notice too, you don't only need a pearl spacer. You can use 2mm rhinestones. I did that for the star. I wanted my star to be unique because it's Rainbow Road. And I added the 2mm. Actually, these look like 3 because I had extra space. So these are the 3. But I left it flush, and that's what matters. You want it flush so when it sticks to your pens, I gotta use this one, reverse polarity and all. You want it flush so the magnet doesn't lose its ability to, magnet. Right? Like, notice how I made this one the special pen because all the other ones, the little star doesn't have glitter, right? Look at all your collections differently, y'all. You have the ability to make it so unique and so, breathtaking. You guys proved it to yourself by seeing what I created, and you were like, oh my God. Imagine your customers who are not bead crafters, but are collectors when they see what you can create. Y'all, you will be selling out. Selling out. Perfect example, Darla, she's one of my followers. She's actually one of my earliest supporters. She's literally followed everything I said to a T. She has found her target market and sells out because she has beautiful bundles that she offers. And this is without this character set. She already ordered hers this morning. By the way, if you're one of my paid article site subscribers, I do have the Charmy Army Insider group on WhatsApp set up. So ping me if you have not been added yet. I'm going to reach out individually anyway for those who are not. Yes, it is, sweetie. Balloon dog. Yes. So the magnet goes on the item there. Anyway, hold on. I skipped an idea. If you are a part of that, we're on the Insider group. If you got a kit today, you're going to be in the kit group. That is going to be the group where I'm going to reach out to you via email, but I'm also going to announce it on that group when we're doing our mastermind. It is going to be recorded. And I will let you guys know ahead of time. So if you need to make plans or whatever you would like to do, just so you know ahead of time, what we're doing, then, you can have more than enough anticipation. But if you miss it, don't worry. You still have the chat group. You're going to still have the recording. And there's nothing additional that you're going to pay for it. Just your support today in helping me launch this invention, has been phenomenal. And it's the least I could do was give you guys an additional masterclass where we really dive deep into design, the business aspect of it, the collections you can do, the subscriptions that you can do with your pens, designing your packages, your entire shipping, your packaging process. The best places you can get really, really inexpensive packaging, everything we're going to talk about in that masterclass. I want you guys have things flying off your shelf. You can't even keep up with it. You contemplating keeping that job. Like, that's what I want to be like, your marketing messages, right? That's a big one. Darla followed what I asked her. I said, you got to keep the aesthetic. So if I'm like doing a Nightmare Before Christmas, I'm not going to have Mario in the background, right? When you change your game up and look like a brand, people buy from brands without second guessing. That is the biggest takeaway, if anything, that you guys have for today. Build yourself like a brand. No one's going to second guess what you built because they know what you built. They know because you went after them. You built it for that market. All right. So that's the base kit, by the way. So it comes with enough supply to build 5 unique collection pens, right? Because like I said, all the same polarity, or you can build an entire collection like I did with the Mario set. There's the 5, right? And have a bunch of characters and sell it off as an entire collection for like $300 if you wanted to. It's up to you depending on the popularity of the character. This is the other reason I like this little thing, because if I don't need the... Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Nada. Appreciate you. Keep your magnets separate. When you want to put it back, by the way, these little organizers, you can always, move around your whatchamathingies. And I will include in the bag the extra spacers. So if you guys end up using everything in here, I want you to still be able to use this as an organizer. You see this? This is why I tell you, be very careful. Look at that. And this is not a bad thing. I'm just showing you, like, look how strong this is. You see how strong it is. It ain't going nowhere, right? That's what our customers want. But I don't want it to be a nightmare for you when you're working with it, okay? So leave it in its spot if you're not working with it. When you need to store them back, just, if you have a magnet in each, just pop them back in there together. And they fit snugly, horizontally in the case, okay? Little spot there for our wands. And then you can pop your magnets back in there. You can always leave this as a storage case. I do sell the refills, which I'm going to show you here now. Because some of you want if some of you want bigger collections. Sorry, I had to do that little indicator that I'm not inactive, even though I'm literally doing all this stuff. If you guys want to expand your collection because maybe you have a lot more characters that you need to sell, and you want to build a bigger collection, or if you want to do the whole idea of the mystery pack, which, guys, don't sit on that. People love that. If you wanted to sell an entire series, let's say I wanted to do all of them as a mystery pack, one comes with your pen, but you'd have to buy each individual character separately. That's going to change your entire game. But that means you're also going to need the character sets. So as I mentioned earlier, the character sets come with 10 of the bases and 10 of the magnets. And the reason for that is if you do this whole collection thing, you want your customer to have a, yep, I'm going to do that right after. I just wanted to make sure for the last set of people, they know what's included. I'll go ahead and show you guys next the creation part. So 10 and 10. All right. And then, like I said, we also sell the 5-pack of the base bead. This is the actual patent piece that I have. And this is, like I said, all the same polarity. So if they're expanding their collection, or maybe they're buying 3 pens from you and 20 characters, every single pen can hold any one of those 20 characters. All right, now for the fun part. We're going to build. You said that the kit, you will be in a WhatsApp group. I'm very interested. Yes. So I will be reaching out to each of you. You place the order. It's going to be the group for the master class that we're going to do. Because I have to schedule that. I'm going to schedule that, post it in the group, and then you guys will know ahead of time when we're scheduling that, when it's going to happen, how long it's going to be for. And I'll keep notifying you through that group and via email if you don't want or have WhatsApp. But think about, I will. So as long as you guys provided me with your email address, I have no issues with that. I'm going to send you an email with the WhatsApp group link and everything. So you can do that. And then I'll also include my number so you can add me if you're already on there. And feel free to message me individually. I don't mind, y'all. I have literal conversations daily with a lot of you. Because sometimes it's just nice to have someone to be like, hey, let me bounce this thought off, and just, what do you think? So we don't have that kind of support a lot in business. A lot of it is just us struggling on our own. And I got tired of doing that because I have a lot to share. And I wish somebody would have been able to, share that with me and not me have to struggle bust it through my other businesses just to figure out what I know today. So if I can help give you guys a leg up and make this a success for you, I'm going to do it. All right. We don't need Elaine's until later for Karopi. All right. So I got my jack on here. Let me take this guy out. See, love these character stands. Just pop them on there. All right. So Jack is here, but he needs zero. Zero is part of the collection, right? You're welcome, Jessica. For the article site, click the link in my bio. You'll see it up there. There's 2 links. One is the studio shop and the other one is the article site. If I say anything other than that, they will violate my live. So I don't want to do that, but you'll see it up there. And then for the WhatsApp mastermind, it's for everyone who gets a kit. That'll be the group that we all chat and talk about strategies with the business and everything. And I'm going to schedule like an actual master class that you guys will sit with me. We're going to go through it together, like a lunch and learn. Think of it like that. Okay. All right. So now we got our jack, but we want to build our zero. Let me get my mat for this. Y'all don't work on your plain old desks. Don't mess your desks up with any glues or anything. I got this little sucker at the hobby place, if you know what I mean, because they started carrying all of that brand. And this is a hot iron, a hot iron tool, like a hot tool mat. And I'm like, oh, I am so grabbing it for my work. Mary, sign up for which one? The masterclass or the article site? The one, for this stuff here? If you want the kit, just click the link in my bio. It'll take you to my shop. Right on the homepage of my shop, I have the blog that says the Chibi SnapCharm kit is here. And you'll see the 4 options. Oh, I forgot to mention. This is the 4th edition. We have character duos. So if you want to just get the characters, literally all this packaging is included. You get a base bead that you can design. I already did the hard part with the characters for you. There's 2 sets of character stands, and it includes the display, but I did duos. So they're already ready to go. You just have to design the bead yourself. I want you guys to still do that part, right? But if you want characters that are ready to go, I have some on there already. There's 6 different styles. And I'll keep adding more as they're created. But yeah, we do them in-house. And they're not just going to be these kind of characters. They're going to be all sorts of different characters. Thank you so much, sweetie, for your order. Yvonne, thank you. No, this is the one that's not. Where's my tool? It's over here. Move my character stands out of the way. All right. So we're designing for our pen, right? Can always test it and see it. See, the dot goes on the side that sticks to the thing. See what I mean? Like, I have to I can't even just go boop. Like, I had to legit put my hand into it. The masterclass gonna be recorded. Yes, ma'am. I am a trainer by trade. I do not do anything without recording it. It is why even if this live is like a 4-hour live, I will post it on the article site. So you guys can fast forward, move back, do whatever you need to do. And then I'll have a transcript summary on there and everything. I create an article out of everything we talked about. So you have like the main points. But it's offered there for free on the article site. All right. So your indicator is the dot. The dot will point, it stays on your pen so that it goes onto your character. If you have a flocked character, Liquid Fusion is your friend. Notice here how I'm putting it flat face down. The wand is included in your kit. Use that flat spot to hold it up on anything that you need. For this one, we're using the Liquid Fusion. The Liquid Fusion glue has a little nozzle on there. You're going to have to cut that off. You can cut it off to whatever size you want. The smaller, the better, because we don't want this thing like, you don't want to squeeze a little too hard and then have everything just spill over. So I try to do as small of a hole as possible. It's flocked. You don't need to scuff it or anything like that. I will recommend when you have these kinds of shiny plastics, grab like a nail file, or if you have one of our bead reamers, it already comes with like a file. So you're going to file it. We'll go through that together. But I wanted to show you for a flocked item, you don't need that. The Liquid Fusion adheres to this kind of material. So we want, oh wait, don't tell me there's a brand new bottle. So let me just, I forgot to take that part off. And my nails, of course, are going to make it impossible. Honey, amor. I got to get the hubby. I don't want to mess my nails up. 1 second, y'all. I need you to open my Liquid Fusion, please. Thank you, love. Oh, thank you. Okay. Remove that protective cap on there. All right. We're going to add our Liquid Fusion. A dot goes a long way. And you see how I did that, right? I swirled. I didn't just go plop and lift. You plop and lift, you're going to get that web. You don't want the web. You do the plop and then you spin the glue and then to separate. Claudette, thank you so much, sweetie, for your order. All right. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. Marisol, thank you. All right. We're going to go ahead and plop it on there. And we're going to hold it for probably like a minute or two. I'll say like give it a couple minutes. If you don't want to wait too long, let me see. Is it going to be nice? Is it going to be nice? Not yet. I'm going to give it a chance. I don't want to mess it up. All right. So, another thing, be very careful with your magnets. These are rare earth magnets. They're neodyne, so you don't want to mess them up. I can already tell you, like I've messed a few of them up. Because I messed around with it and I let them stick together and all that. And then they got like, they got damaged. All right. Oh, see, you got to be patient. I'm not patient. Oh, see, look at that. I messed that one up because I slapped it onto the other thing. So once again, please be careful with them. They are rare earth metals and you don't want to mess up your stuff. So we'll give it a little bit. I'm going to try to flip this around because it's going to take a little bit for this glue to get tacky. So we'll work on the next one. Let me do that right there. Stop being messy with me. There we go. We'll leave it right there doing its glue thing. The flocked ones are a little bit of a pain because, of course, they're flocked. So these kinds of glues need a little bit more time to adhere to the stuff, where this is like instant. Same for the jewelry and metal glue with the silicone. They're amazing. But you also got to remember, normally with these kind of things, we work with like rhinestones and things that just literally have no magnetization. These do. So you're going to want to be careful with your, any magnetized surface because it will lift. I have quite a few of my little tools here. All right. Let me move my little, and keep these in case you get like refills and stuff like that. You want to leave them for your characters or whatever. You can do that. Oh my goodness. away there. All right, so same process. Let me move this one over here. Where's my, yeah, we'll do this one. So for your plastics, we're gonna use the super glue. If you guys have Loctite, any of these other ones, it's fine. Oh, look at that. It knocked it down, dang it. Stay, you need to glue. All right, so we got this one. We're gonna buff it right down the center where it's going to go. Now you notice it's an uneven surface. That's okay, it's super glue. That sucker will hold. I'm using my bead reamer tool. It's a lot easier to handle than dealing with the nail file, but use what you have. Okay, I filed it. Let's go ahead and, where's my glue? Right there. All right. You're going to put a little bit of this glue. A little goes a long way, y'all. Super glues are not a joke. A little goes a long way. All right. This one's not going to have a huge amount of time. You want to blow on it, do that whole thing. That's fine. This one will go a lot faster. Lisa, thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate you. Thank you for your order. I'm new here. What are we making? Oh, we're making our magnetized bead toppers. Look at that. Already done. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a little bit, let it dry up some, but that's the difference. So if you got a lot of plastic characters, these super glues, like the super glues, are fantastic. And this one's a little bit thicker, which is, it's an actual craft glue. This is why I carry the Aleene's brand, hands down. Like when I discovered this thing with the silicone beads, I was like, yep, nope, #1 fan. I literally messaged the company. I was like, I want to be a distributor. I know I'm a small business, y'all. And they were like, that's okay, we love you. Like legit, they were so sweet. All right, we'll let it dry for a little bit more. Let's move on to the next one. So we're gonna have a few of them here. Okay, this is our silicone Karopi. This was a keychain. I told you guys I cut that piece off. New here too, girl, you're so Cinnamon, thank you, sweetie. So it's not, a lot of bead crafters, like we buy, it's not necessarily just toys. Like, yeah, you can find a lot of this stuff in like, you know, the 5 and under place. And by the way, guys, I have to talk in code because if not, you know, I'll get the little violation thing. So I'm trying to, you guys will know the places. You can get a set of characters. If you see something like super inexpensive, that it's on sale, you know what I mean? Like I've gone to like, you know, the Deputy Marshal and Ross and Rachel place. And like I got like these characters super inexpensively. Same with, you know, a lot of the other places that you can go to and get like full sets. So the toppers are your focal piece. Guys, the reason they call them focals is because that's literally what your eye jumps to when you get a bead pen. It's the main focus of the design. So what we did here, if you're new here, I invented a magnetized pen topper that doesn't fly off. You can write feverishly, let me write all this, no, you know, all this stuff, and it won't fly off. And these are metal, by the way. Our system is all polarized the same way. So if you sell these to your customers, or if you're a collector, if you're a customer and you don't do bead crafting, but you buy from bead crafters, this is a game changer for you because now you can have collectibles that you buy from your bead crafters. And, you know, this is perfect for like D&D, but yeah, it comes with the character stands. So you'll get a character stand to keep the other character at bay while this one is, you know, the dragon of the day. But you can get as creative as I did with that this one that's the plastic little book bag. I did this one earlier because like I said, they're interchangeable, right? Everything's in the same polarity. As long as you put this one on there correctly, and I have a little dot that indicates where's what. you can create unique pen toppers like this, and they do not fly off. They don't come off. So as I'm writing my next script, I can feverishly write and my character will not flop off. Gone are the days, as you can see, of having one bead pen topper per pen. Now you guys can sell your stuff as collections. Oh, thank you. Hubby created, I'm going to share with those of you who are new here. So I created the Mario series one. It's a series I absolutely love. It was actually one of the first colorful and awesome gaming systems I got. I actually had the Atari, and then my dad got me the Super Nintendo, and that was the one I fell in love with. So hubby got a little creative with his, I gave him this for his birthday this year because we went to Epic. And he's like, I wonder how this bead would look on here. And then he attached the other little Mario character I created. Look at that. How unique is that? Imagine you guys create like an entire art piece and sell it that way. And they can now interchange the characters from their pen to their painting and their portrait. Like, it's nuts the amount of stuff you can do with this now. So that's why I said, today is the day singular bead pen characters died. There is no such thing. Now we interchange. Now we step it up. Oh, look at that. Oh, so he would love this. Looky, I got like all the Tony, but I'm keeping this set because this is that it is quite literally my look, I have all the characters. I even have the Rainbow Road with the star. This was my prototype set that I created, my idea. This is literally the set that I created to test everything out, and it worked perfectly. And I was like, oh, that's the one. So yeah, it is the, oh, and by the way, it's the only one that has the reverse polarity. So all of these that you guys are gonna have all have the same polarity, but this is the only one with the reverse. So it's a unique one. I need to make him a pen. Oh my gosh, yeah. So these I got at the 5 and under. If you know what I mean. And they come with like two little, like they come with the character and the little one in place. And so you can match them up and make sure you bling some of them, right? Make your rare characters, especially if you're doing collections now, with all your inventory. All right, these are, I think I messed with this one so much. It didn't, this is going to take a while. So I'm going to leave that one there. This one's going to take a little while. These flocked ones are sometimes a little bit of a pain. So just keep in mind, the glues, if you have your own glues or you're using liquid fusion, they're great, but oh my goodness. You're talking about these pens? So there's tons of like wholesalers here on TikTok. Like I think Double K DIY. I think there's like a bunch of them. So they pens are a dime a dozen. I don't focus on like the bulkier stuff like this. I focus on the unique. So like I create base bead stuff that you guys can design your own stuff. I did the buying bulk wholesale like that a long time ago, and I was like, I just bought 50 beads, but I only need to make one pen. But they couldn't guarantee me a color because it comes in a mix. So that's the kind of stuff I'm trying to avoid you guys having to deal with moving forward. If you already bought a bunch of stuff, cool, join the group, But if you're just starting out, please do not spend an entire paycheck up front just to make one pen, okay? Focus, buy with intention. This is buying with intention. This is getting yourself a kit that you can design and create your own unique take on your collections and sell it for a ton of money. Everyone else that has just like the standard characters and everything glued down, this is going to be a thing of the past now, right? Bead caps, I don't even know what that is anymore with these. You're going to have a ton of them too, because I have a bunch. When I created the Mario sets, I have them all glittered everywhere. I was like, oh my God, I have all these bead caps. They're all shiny, but I have nothing to do with them. All right. So I'm going to continue working with this one here. So once we've given it, a bit of time and all that, we're going to do, I'm including a pack of spacers, by the way. in your kits. These are some basic pearl spacers. You can buy some more on my shop. If you guys have your own set of spacers, use the 14 millimeter spacers. They're the ones that give it the best, they give it the best amount of room, I should say. All right. Oh, thank you, sweetie. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use just a smidge more glue. We don't want a ton. And if you do that, right, I do it too all the time, so don't feel bad. Just quickly get a little bit of paper. Don't use alcohol wipes with Instaglues. And this is why I'm saying be careful with them, because they can run, any of them, whether you're using Loctite or any of those. So just use a smidge of it. And then you're going to apply, if I can keep a hand on it. Come on, yo. Oh my gosh, no, I'm not struggling with you. I love my nails, man, but sometimes they set me up for failure. All right, we can put it all the way around the bead. And if you have stuff like this where it's like a little bit of space, you can use a little bit of your liquid fusion to fill in the gap. But this is Insta glue, so the moment it sticks to that design, it'll stick. All right, just like we have for this book bag, that's what it'll be. Oh, no, love. I don't do that, especially for something like this. I want your business to succeed. I don't need it to cost you an arm and a leg in order for you to create your collections. You already spent an arm and a leg getting wholesale, 50 million beads just to get the one color you needed. Everything, like, that's why I sell the sugars. That's why I sell the base beads. You can create everything that you need. I want you guys looking at this moving forward as you're building with intention, right? You're building for your collection. You're not just building because, oh, that's a good idea. Prototype it, test it, put it on TikTok for your target market. And when I say target market, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you're going to need to sign up for free on my article site. All my articles since the beginning of my article site creation are on there. I talk about the target market and the signature bead design that you have. That's how you stand out from the everyone's in this business. And this is going to obviously elevate you to that next level. But this is now the game changer, because you guys will have the opportunity to create collections. Some of you will take it to that next step and actually create subscriptions for your customers and be like, hey, get the monthly, if you're, let's say you do D&D, right? Your target market is gamers that specifically love the D&D niche. You can have your Dragons of the Week. They would abso-freaking-lutely fall in love with you just because you have a character stand where they can put that other character on. So, yeah, exactly. You guys, it's insane the amount of awesomeness that you can do now. And like I said, they don't fly off. First of all, nobody's writing like this, but it's nice to know that if I pop this into my purse, and I'm hopefully not very violent with my purse, it's going to stay intact. If I, decide to put it on my stand, it's not just, going to flop over and just, go down. Yep, it's an interchangeable magnetized system. I currently have a patent pending on the design for the bead. This doesn't exist in the market. It is unique to what I designed and created and invented. And it was officially trademarked as well. The Chibi, oh God, why am I blanking on my own damn name? Oh my God, why am I blanking out? Oh, that's my lack of sleep, y'all. I've literally slept like nothing these past 2 days. My Chibi SnapCharm set. So yes. Oh, Vanessa, thank you so much, sweetie, for your order. Chibi Charm. No, Chibi Charms is my business. No, the actual system's name is the Chibi SnapCharm. So that's, like I said, those are the game changers now. And one of the additional trainings we're going to keep doing is like how do we leverage all the other, not just the bead toppers, right? We also have a lot of big beads that we've bought in the past, but they have that hole inside. I'm still testing some stuff out. The only other idea that I had with those kind of situations, I'm going to grab one so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, so if you're like me and you absolutely love Hello Kitty, because that's my thing. When I first, because a lot of these I've had for a while, I bought a lot of like Sanrio stuff. It's like this I created with some of that creation tape that we offer. This is our pastel pack, and it's already got sugar rhinestones. So I just put the tape, so I made it look like a little winter house. And I'm like, I wanna use this for this project, but it's got the hole on top. And then I realized, oh, if I can cover it with creation tape. I don't, this particular piece of creation tape, I purposefully left the hole open for. But if I have like acrylic beads like this with the UV, I could easily put rhinestones on it. I can easily charm it. Like, there's so much options you guys have. You can have like a little thing popping out of it, like a little dangly, like whatever you want. But all of these, they can serve as bead pen toppers. Attach the magnet underneath, pop it onto the pen, and now you have an entire collection. I could make an entire foodie Hello Kitty out of this because they're all little food creatures. So tons of options. This one, I have the house in various colors. I have it in purple. I have it in green. It's in blue, right? I can call it, the winter house collection, or do whatever I want with it. Attach the magnet underneath, pop it on, I'm done. So not just bead pen toppers that you have, as long as I said, for those of you who joined me later, I mentioned early on, the weight capacity of the mats or the magnets is 0.6 ounces. So grab yourself, a little scale and, measure out the weight of the bead. Most of them are, light, but for example, I got I got these at the 5 and under place, and I did this on purpose, by the way, so you could see, but the madame here, she is top heavy. Her head is dense. She's 1.2 or 1.3 ounces, but do you see? It's too much weight for the magnet. And I didn't want such a bulky design that just makes it look awkward. We still want our petite, we still want our cutesy, right? But I also want something that's unique. I want to give my customers that wow factor. Let me move this to the side here. I want to give my customers that wow factor that says, hey, I don't have that, right? How cool when you're making these videos, like you have a little piggy thing and you're like, boop, and he goes nowhere. Oh yeah. Yeah, trust me when I tell you, even my husband had ideas and he put like the actual bee, like we colored it and everything, and we put it on a painting, like it's literally glued. And we have now interchangeable characters we can pop onto our paintings. Yeah, the piggy's super cute. I actually have a different pen for this one. But think about that. If you guys have like a lot of little animal characters, right? I have an entire collection of these little piggies. Mystery bag them. Mystery bag them with your magnets ready to go. And have them grab the collection. Yeah, it's insane. And they do not fly off. And you can still do all your work. You can speed write if you're a speed writer. Yep, it's the interchangeable magnetized. So I have like the magnetized system in place inside the bead. These are the ones that are patent pending. And then I have all the individual magnets. They have to be that way because they are super strong. It comes with a wand. This is so that you can hold your bead in place while you're designing it. But it also helps to grab your magnets out. Take out just one at a time. Yeah, it's already assembled for you. So it serves a dual purpose of grabbing that magnet so that you can stick it onto your topper. And then I am including an extra little bag of spacers for you guys. If you are getting the kit, I moved it up to the first 100 kits that are sold. You guys are going to get the free masterclass with me. So we're going to have like an actual, like almost like a lunch and learn, where we are going through the process, not only of the business side of things, giving you guys ideas on how to turn this into a very, very high value product for you, but prepare you for your craft shows, prepare you on packaging and standing out. Yes, you can. It's already on my shop. If you go to the link in my bio, it's on the homepage. I have it, and it's introducing the Chibi SnapCharm. And you'll see 4 products listed. One is the main kit. You only need to get the main kit once, because it comes with like all the other little, like it's like literally the introductory. And then if you have an entire series you're ready to, go ahead and launch, I have the 10 character pack. And then, thank you so much, sweetie, Ramona, thank you. And then I have the additional bead magnet. So I want you guys to start looking at your inventory as a collectible. So if you have a lot more characters and less pens, then you're going to be able to offer them a pen design with a set of characters that you can collect. It is a lot more, I think it's a lot easier from a design perspective to come up with one really cool design that you can repeat, but people buy a bunch of the characters because they're hoping to get, let's say, the star, or they're hoping to get Yoshi, right? That's what they want. You guys realize when people buy your pens, they're not buying them because they're blingy. Yes, that's part of it, but they want the characters. Maida, thank you so much, sweetie. Oh yeah, so the character stands are included in the main kit. And they're also included in the character expansion pack. They're not in this one because this is just so when you're designing the base bead for the pen. So this is like if you wanted to offer more pens, but you can add more characters. So you can have, let's say you said you only designed one pen, but you have like 15 characters that they can choose from. Buy the main kit, one of each of these, and you can then have these character kits ready to go. And if they pull a Mario, they pull Luigi, they pull whatever, that's what they're going to buy. They want the character that's going to go on the pen. They only need the pen once. The only reason a lot of pen sellers have been selling pens galore is because people want the character that's on it, but all they know and all they've ever known is that when my bead crafter puts my pen together, that is the only design I'm going to have on it. You guys can change the game on that now. We are not doing, standard pens anymore. Now you can say, hey, you guys want my little piggy collection? Pop! There you go. There's the next piggy. You guys want the dragon collection? Well, you can put it on the stand. And this is by the way, how strong the magnet is. I'm going to move this over so you guys can see I'm not like messing with this. Okay. Oh, I forget that this is like literally all metal. I didn't have to even have to touch it. Like it's hovering. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And it won't go anywhere. It's not going. So I can still write and do my stuff. Violeta, thank you so much, sweetie. All right. That's why we want our character stands, because it gives people a nice place to keep the character that they're not using. Think about people who collect. They have, have you ever seen Funkos, right? The Funko Pops. They have boxes. They have, people keep that because it's a collectible. You want them to feel the same about your product. You need the piggy. Oh my goodness. Well, if you place an order, DM me. I can throw that one in there as your surprise. By the way, everybody who's getting a kit or some kind of SnapCharm items, I'm not doing the raffle anymore. It was such a waste. I'm literally doing a reward upgrade for you on your order. So when you get your order, you're going to have a really cool item in there. Everyone's going to have a mystery item, but it's going to be an extra one. Violeta, thank you, sweetie. Yes, I saw it. I shouted you out. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. So yes, there are upgrades in there. And then you saw the character expansion packs and all that. And then we're also offering our character duos. These already are ready to go. So if you guys just want a turnkey system and you're like, you know what, I'm new to crafting. I want to see, I still want to design the bead, but she's got like easy to get characters or whatever. And we're adding more and more every day, by the way. But that's just my starter one for the launch. There's like 6 characters on there. If I haven't even seen, maybe some of them have sold. But it comes with the entire setup. And this is the setup you can in turn give to your customer. It comes with 2 character stands. Oh, 1111. Look at that. That's our order number, babe. That's our wedding anniversary, 1111. So we've got our characters, our character stands, our characters, the display stand and the display, because it's a floating display. Ooh, get in there. There we go. And then it comes with the base bead for you to design. I still want you guys creative, right? I don't know what color you want. I don't know what, they're all sold out? No way. All my duos are gone, babe. Oh, how amazing. Thank you guys so much for the support. Amy, thank you. Oh my goodness, guys. Thank you so much. But yes, that's what's included. And the whole purpose of this is turnkey. It's made so that you guys could just show it off to your customers. You're designing this part for whatever pen you're creating, and they get the whole kit ready to go. Yes, I actually have them coming in as well. I'm going to be adding a lot of stuff through the weekend, y'all. Stay on top of my stuff. If you sign up for the Graciela, thank you, sweetie. Thank you guys so much for the support. I keep seeing the number flip. Lori, thank you. Yeah, this is a game changer, y'all. I am adding more characters. I am adding the displays. So the ones that I'm doing 4 colors, by the way, of displays. Maida, thank you, sweetie. So I'm doing 3 sizes. It's these 2 and the pen size. Oh, you should be, because this is a game changer, sweetie. It's insane. You guys have already seen it like literally live here. So these are the 3 sizes, and it's including the bases. It's including the dual leg bases. I've got 4 colors that we're going to offer. It's the white, the black, the teal, and pink. So I've got 4 colors that we're going to be offering. Trust me when I tell you, I've been preparing so much for this live and making sure that I have everything, all the materials and everything ready so that and lack of sleep. Because I also have my standard 9 to 5. I'm a trainer. I absolutely love being a trainer. I get to train at senior living communities and do life-saving type training. So I will not give that up. I love that. I love working with seniors and learning about their lives and everything. And it's amazing to me. But I also love crafting and being able to teach. So I'm a teacher through and through for adults, not so much kids. So, oh, thank you, love. I appreciate it. Yes. Yes, you will. Yes. So as long as your marketing piece is on, I normally send when I have new products hit the market, look at me. When they hit the shop and they're a drop, I send it out every week, kind of like a recap. I don't want to like bombard you with spam every day that I drop something. I will do a weekly recap and send it out in an email and be like, hey, don't forget these are out, that kind of thing. This is in the SnapCharm lineup. Thank you, oh, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you. That's all. Thank you, Cynthia. Awesome, love. Thank you so much. So, no, I have all your stuff. I will be reaching out to, like, if you guys order from me, obviously you need an email address to order. I will be sending you an email for the masterclass and the WhatsApp group for the masterclass. Once you get that email, it'll have the link to the WhatsApp group. That's only for our masterclass peeps. That's where you're going to ask questions and everything leading up to the event. We're going to have the event. We'll leave it open for, probably about another week or two after, because I want the people who didn't get a chance to see it to still have the opportunity to ask questions. Like, I want that openness there. But if you guys have individual questions, you don't have to post it in the group. Like, if there's something individual you need to ask me, you're going to have my WhatsApp number. So just ask me. And there might be things that you don't feel comfortable talking about in a group. Like I tell people all the time, I will not share the collection ideas that you have with the world unless you've either given me permission or I came up with the idea and you're running with it. Literally. So that's gonna be the biggest thing when you talk to me about. I can't keep surprises, right? I shared this with my Substack subscribers. Oh, there I said the name. Dang it. They might ding me. Who knows? But I shared that with them, and they literally saw, because I promised my husband I wasn't going to share it with anybody until Thursday. And I caved right away, and they got to see it and they were blown away by it, and rightfully so, because I worked hard on making this happen because I knew how important it is for you guys to feel like your business is succeeding. I don't want you looking at your inventory and going, oh my God, I just wasted all my money. I don't want that for you. I want you to succeed, right? So here's our little pinky guy here. Now, under normal circumstances, my stuff wouldn't be this messy, y'all. It like the glue ran because I kind of this is not even my normal workspace. This is like my shipping table. Do you want to see my workspace? That's my workspace, right? That looks more normal. This is I'm presenting to you all, and it's so pretty. That's where the true work happens. And then let me give you guys a little tour. Like, that's where my computer, that's where I actually work and put all my stuff. Here, I'll give you guys a little tour of my area. There's the shipping stuff. There's more of the product lines. I literally shifted a lot of my inventory to that wall. Like, I went to Dollar, the tree that gives off the dollars, and got those. By the way, $1.50, y'all. Run. If you got stuff like you want to start separating your characters and stuff by groups, $1.50. Oh, the Sophia, the star pen. I'm not selling those, sweetie. Those are my original design for this prototype. They're my original prototypes. Their polarity does not match any of the stuff you guys are getting. So like these you can buy, like I said, this kit today, tomorrow, a year from now. And it'll match with every character that you pop a magnet on. These are the only ones that are the reverse polarity. I did that on purpose because they are super unique. They are like the original design of my launch. They're just making the appearance today. But yeah, y'all, get these $1.50 and you can start separating all your collections out. So as you're building stuff and let's say you get... Okay, let's say these were your characters and people were like, mystery bag, cool. Grab a mystery bag, pop it into their package, and there you go. I still have to put like all of these on the shop. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 different leaf. Like I only have a few of them. But I got 17 of those. I've got a bunch of others. So you guys are going to, with me, you're going to find supplies that you can build what you need to create, right? I'm not going to wholesale you 50 beads just so you can pull a pink one. You can create your pink one and 50 million of your pink ones that you want. You don't have to, always do stuff in that manner. By the way, another thing that I did when I did Jack, I think that's the one thing I missed telling you guys. I actually did file it with Jack because these are whoop, there goes my oh, he's sturdy. It's my Christmas tree Labubu. I would file it. I forgot that I did file Jack. Like I said, I'm working off of 2 hours sleep in 2 days. I filed Jack to take away the fuzzy, because that stuff soaks. Like, doesn't matter what glue you use, it soaks into this material. So when you have your glues, or even if you bought the glues that I have, please make sure you do file it, like run it down so it's not just the fuzzy bits. And if you've looked at some of my other videos, I did work with some of like the resin, like not the resin, the rhinestone gels, for the beads, like the, where are they? Where's my, okay. So like, for example, I used the super glue. So this is like, this comes from a brooch. So I had to fill the cavity with resin, which I've shown you guys in one of my earlier videos. Cause that was like another magnet experience. So you fill the cavity with the resin, attach this, buff the surface of the resin, cause you want it rough. And anything that you need adhesion, you buff it. Hence why my Zero never did, it never glued down. I never buffed it. I was so busy chit-chatting, I didn't even buff it. So that's proof right there. You need to buff your items, just like I did with, so I remember to do it on this thing, not on Zero. Anyway, buff the resin surface and then add the magnet. You can't use rhinestone type gel on solid surfaces. It will not cure correctly. And the last thing you want is your customer to attach, you know, one of your things, your characters, and then the magnet stays behind because it didn't dry on a solid character. Use an actual fused glue, like liquid fusion. That one's gonna take a little while, but if you use the super glues, a little goes a long way. And then if you wanna use the rhinestone gel, cool. Use it around the edge of the magnet to put like a spacer, things that are like very, like it's exposed to light, so that'll cure. But anything underneath the surface, if you're trying to do it, it won't work. So please do not use like rhinestone gels, any UV gels for solid surfaces. It just will not hold. Even if it holds a little bit, it'll only be on the edges and it'll still be sticky and gross underneath. And like I said, when your customer goes to pull this off, the magnet might end up staying if it's, you know, used as often as they might be using it. Don't want that kind of experience. And that goes with anything. That's not just with this process. That's with any type you're using a resin, or excuse me, a rhinestone gel. Always make sure it's something see-through. So like I use the gels on the pens, but these beads are see-through, right? So I could easily put that in the UV and it works perfect. I could paint it and it works perfect. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Vanessa. Money. Thank you, sweetie. Rochelle, thank you. So that's a big part of it. I'm just trying to go down the line of all the glues that I've used so I can make sure you guys have like all the education in place. Because I know you guys might not necessarily have this, but you might have B7000. B7000 works good. That's good on solid surfaces that don't need light. It's not a UV glue. So if you have that, use all of that up. All your super glues will work. The jewelry and metal glue, that works. I glued the piggy. Where's my piggy? My little piggy. There it is. I glued this one with the jewelry and metal glue. No blooming, nice and clear. And by the way, blooming on, what I mean by blooming, if you're new to this, it's that white cloudiness that happens on when you're using instant glues. Normally, if you put those on and then you're like, oh, let me go package it up for the customer, you need to give that glue the cure time that it needs to breathe. Or, yeah, sweetie. So if you want the kit, it's on the link in my bio. It'll come with everything you need to start making your magnet toppers. No, you're okay. By the way, if you are here late, no worries. I am recording this. This is going on the article site that I've mentioned 50 million times in my videos. But if you click the link in my bio, it'll take you to my site. On that top part of my site, it'll say the SUBSTACK site. That's where my article site is, because I can put tons of resources on there, including this video. And I will give you a recap of everything that was talked about so that you have all the resources and information, just like I did last week. Every week for yay, Yvonne, yes, I saw, sweetie. Thank you for your support. Every week that we do these TikToks, I will be automatically putting it the next day on the article site. So I don't want you guys feeling like, oh man, I missed it, I'm not going to get to see it. No, we're not doing that anymore. All right. If I'm spending my breath talking, I want to make sure that you guys get it, whether today, tomorrow, or a week from now, when you need to hear it, it's there. All right. So I used it on here. That's why I love this too, by the way. This is the one we use for the silicone, to put the rhinestones on silicone. The blooming is little to none. The one thing I will tell you is I use the little alcohol pads a lot when I'm working with resin, because it's the fastest way to get resin off of, any of your surfaces and stuff when it's still liquidy. And even with like these kinds of glues, it's fine. However, if it's a instant glue, the moment you apply alcohol to an instant glue, it blooms your project. Where is it? So I inadvertently messed because like I said, I've been working on no sleep, y'all, trying to get ready for this launch. And one of the things that I did was I was messing with this little character, and I put the glue, I was using this one because I normally use the jewelry and metal, but we added this one to our lineup. And I was putting it on there, and some of it got on here, and I cannot tell, like, I know the rule of thumb. I know never to do that. Because I had been working with resin that entire morning, I was used to grabbing the alcohol pad, wiping. Somehow, some way, my brain was like, hey, we can alcohol wipe that. And then the blooming started. And then I'm like, no, I don't want to ruin the character. So I tried to put some like top coat on it. It just looks awful. So I'm going to try to figure out a way to save it, because that's just my experimental problem solving brain. But please do not use alcohol pads. So if you get any of that glue on your metal, it's fine. Don't fret. Buff it with a nail file. Don't put the shaper on there. Okay? It's metal. Buff it with a nail file when it's done drying. Once it's completely done curing, it won't bloom, okay? But if it's still active and the fumes are still coming out, it will bloom. It will get all that white yuckiness. Let it cure, even with the stickiness on there, not a problem. Get a nail file off the extra glue, then you can get an alcohol wipe and clean it off. All done. Clean, perfect, no worries. Don't pull a brain fart like I did. Hi, Olga. Hello. All right, y'all. So you want to have like the really pretty ones with the lights. Oh, this one. Oh, I forgot to pull it. There you go. Now you can have like interactive, interchangeable ones. And like I said, as long as the weight is right? As long as when you're weighing this, let me move this stuff because I want to show you guys. If you have a food scale, if you have a, what's that called? Like a gram scale. Like a lot of people who, if you've ever done like jewelry and stuff before, like you might have a gram scale, use your gram scale. Whatever you need to do to weigh your character. I have this like standard food scale. It does my ounces and that works. Zero it out. And then quite literally put your character on there. That one's, and as you can see, it's teetering, right? It's at 0.8. And even then, it still holds. I don't want to guarantee anything above 0.6, but this one at least, it does hold. I can write, I can do stuff, and it won't go away. I want to make sure safety-wise, you guys are doing what works for your business and is going to give your customers the most secure amount of hold. Why is my phone like, why is it doing that? I don't like that. There it goes. It's like the light just switched up to dark for some reason. I don't know if you guys see that on your screen. Duh. Okay. All right. So that's 0.8. That's still, but check out Angel. That girl heavy. Heavy, heavy. That's exactly why I showed y'all. Like, oh no, she doesn't stick to that one. Because she was one of my test dummies. Where's my, there you go. So, look at that. She just flew. If I was writing, by the way, she's super heavy. Please do not use super heavy characters for your customers. Always test what you create. Because if it ain't comfortable for you, it will not be comfortable for them. This thing is going to hurt my hand. Look how much pressure I have to hold. She got a big head on her. Like, that's all I can say. Her head is heavy. All right. So keep that in mind. Build for your customer, not just for, you know, for you to put it on a pen holder and just admire it all day. Because that's not normal wear and tear and normal use. Normal use is somebody quite literally. Oh, and this is the part I love the best. When you show your stuff off to your customers, be like, y'all, look. Like, give them that interactivity. Can you show the kid? Yes, sweetie. Where's my kid? That's right here. Now, keep in mind, I've actively been using it. So it comes with the wand. The wand is great to hold your magnets. It also works to put the tip of the magnet on here so that you can then press that magnet onto the surface you're gluing. I do have a little indicator on there so that you know where you have to, like, where your pointer has to be on. The part where the dot is, that's the part where your pointer needs to touch. And then you've got the beads. This is the patent pending design. This is your base, right? So just like these, this is your base. Decorate it however you want. Put rhinestones on it. UV nail gel like I did on this one. You can even use our creation tape. That one's all there. Like you don't have to go crazy and take 20 hours to do this. But the purpose of this tool is not only to hold the magnets, it's also to hold the beads. So you're designing it and you have something that's steady. It's flat on one side as well. By the way, we hand make all of these. These are resin wands. I messed with my husband. I was like, and he was like cracking up the entire time. Because they're like little, they're like cute little wands. Had to Harry Potter him there. So I did you put it on here and then you can design it. Make sure that we keep this level safe, or sorry, this area level, area safe. Keep it leveled. Otherwise your characters won't stick. All right. The polarities match for your characters. So whether you buy this kit today, tomorrow, in a year, I kind of said it earlier in the thing, you will have the ability. Yeah, the sucker ain't going anywhere. I'm writing. Let's say I'm like Hamilton and writing like 50,000 words a minute. He ain't going nowhere. So go on the link on my site or my bio, and that'll take you directly to my site. You're going to see two links at the top. It'll say like Shop the Studio and then the article site, which is right under that button. Get yourself a free account there if you've never gone to that article site, because that's where I'm posting this live's recording with a recap of everything we went over and any links and stuff like that. And we do that moving forward. Anytime I share things with resources, a lot of social media sites don't allow that. I want to make sure I can give you guys links to things. Even if I don't sell it, but I found the resource. Like I had somebody earlier asking me a question about, oh God, what was this? She asked me. I don't remember. It was one of the resources that I use, and I literally linked it to her and sent it to her. So I do not mind sharing, resources. And like if I have a specific place, I got it, and I'm obviously not offering it in my shop, I have no issues letting you guys know where I got it and linking it. God, what was the other thing? Oh, if you go on the homepage, underneath that top bar, is the entire SnapCharm series. That's what this is. Like, it's our actual patent pending SnapCharm, our Chibi SnapCharms. And, you know, then when you do get like these characters where you're like if you want to do a goth, like this is such a, like this would be such a baller goth type setup, right? You have your dragon, and we have our character. We don't leave our characters sitting. It comes with the character stands as well. Okay, so I want to make sure you give these to your customers. Like, these are to be sold with your characters, because you want your customers to have the ability to stand their characters up. Quick question. Could you send me the invoice for the pack of the Bead Dreamer tool, or would it be too late? No, I can add it through, the site. So if you could do me a quick favor, Yvonne, and DM me and let me know, just remind me. And I'll go ahead and do that. Under what link is the characters? So I was told the characters we did have, our character duos, sold out. So we have character duos that are already prepped with the magnet, and it comes with a display case. So like, you literally only have to design the bead and add the pen, and like do your part of the design, because I think that's what has your signature on it, right? You're creating the pen and that part. But if you wanted some quick characters that are ready to go with the magnets, I was offering that on the site as well, but we sold out apparently. It comes with the bead. Beatrice, thank you so much, sweetie, for your order. The 2 characters, the stand for the characters, and the character topper, or excuse me, the character stands. So it's literally all of this. So anybody who's, by the way, you get, for those of you who came in a little bit later, you get the kit. You will be invited to join us on the Mastermind WhatsApp group. And the WhatsApp group is where we're going to talk about, and email. I always want to make sure I double check. Some people turn notifications off. I don't want you guys worrying about where I'm going to, you know, like if I'm going to be in one or the other. I'm going to do it in both. I like to be extra careful and double check and triple check. So you're not only going to get an email, I will be announcing it in the WhatsApp group. I just want the WhatsApp group so that you guys feel comfortable chatting with each other, telling me a little bit more about any other issues you're seeing in the industry that you've encountered with your inventory. I'm a problem solver at heart, as you can see. I thrive on that. So if there's things that you guys are seeing or you're noticing with your inventory, or, hey, I have this problem, like one of my followers, she's also in our paid Substack group. Like, I have a WhatsApp just for them. She's been struggling with the acrylic shakers. So I did an entire video for you guys on the acrylic shakers and how to make sure you had a seamless entryway. And then we also had another issue where there was the rhinestone stuff. So I'm still actually testing that for her, because rhinestone gel should be able to close it without that static cling for the confetti and the stuff that she's putting inside the shaker. So I will test stuff out. Just let me know. I have no issues testing stuff out. I would prefer that you tell me, hey, Sasha, does this work for blah, blah, blah? And I already have it and I test it. Then you go and spend money on something only to have it not work out, or having it. Eileen, my love. I got to meet Eileen at MegaCon. Hi, sweetie. She was the first one to tell me if I'm holding a master class that she would join. There you go, sweetie. I did it. You told me if I held one, you would join. I'm so happy to see that. I got to meet her and her awesome family at MegaCon. It was so awesome. So, yep. I think Darla's going to be coming out over the summer for Orlando. So I'm in the Central Florida area. And so if you guys are in town or whatever, hit me up. I love Universal. I've done videos from there and given you guys ideas for that. But yeah, this is what I love. If, let's say, like you guys saw them in those videos too. The magnet is strong. It's got the hold it needs. Like, you can snap your characters and continue working and doing stuff. Like, boop, boop, boop. Like, that's the best part. And this is also the reason why I love the lighter weight characters. So like these, I got it at the 5 under place. If you guys know what that means. They're lightweight. Like, they weigh almost nothing, but they are such impactful characters. Oh, yay! Yeah, let me know. I'll make like a whole like Orlando bead creator group and we can all meet up. I used to be in Toastmasters, and I used to like I went all the way to district director. This was back in the day. And so what I loved about being a Toastmaster was that aspect of everybody getting to meet up. Like sometimes we do it like the meetups at like the Chili's and stuff like that. And it's fantastic just to get to meet the people you work with. And even if it's not like work, you know, we all have the same passion. We want our businesses to work great for this passion we have in our business, and in crafting. Oh, so cool. I love it. Heck yeah. Oh, you guys should see it. Like, so I got her at Universal because we're pass holders. So I got to get her during that whole pass holder event. And I got my little ears. But yeah, as you guys can tell, and this is just part of my collection. She's everywhere. She's in my videos. God, I love her. I absolutely love her. Yay! Jessica, get out of here. You are? Heck yeah. Oh, I love our pass holder. Like legit, we are those people. Like when they announce like the next giveaway, we're there. But like I said, guys, the cool part about this stuff is it's interactive. You now have quite literally a magnet product for and I'm not talking about magnet in the literal sense. It is a product that will attract your customers. You still build it. You still put your design on it. You don't have to leave things plain, right? You can still do stuff with like the design aspect of it. It doesn't have to remain status quo in order for it to make an impact. And turn those old keychains into your bead toppers that are interactive. Like, tell me people wouldn't pay good money for this. Like, I know they would. And bling Jack's eyes. Yes, exactly. And that's the thing. I mentioned this earlier for those who came in a little later. When you have your collection sets, you don't have to bling everything up. Much like when you're collecting a series, not everything is blingy. Not everything is a rare or a super rare or, you know, insert rarity here, right? You still have your common characters that are designed. Like Luigi doesn't have this flower in his hand by default. I just glued it in there. Like I literally got my Gorilla Hot glue gun so that he looked like he was holding it. Guess what? Now he's unique. You can't buy him out of the box like this from the 5 Under place, right? He's holding, you can see it, like a little glue there, but because the flower naturally closes like that, there you go. And he moves it, his hand moves. But the ones that I knew were like sought after type characters that if I sold this, I'm not selling it, but you know what I mean? Like if I ever sold it, like that's what people would want. Those I blinged. Like it was so much crisper to bling the mushroom circles, like the little circle bits on there. For Yoshi, he would be, so those were like Mario and Luigi and the Goomba and the flower. Those were common. Those are the common characters you can get, right? Yoshi was the rare because he has a little bit of bling on his shell, but that's it. Nothing too crazy. We didn't have to bling him all up. But Toady, he good to go. He's got his bling. And then I got his matching character is the 1-up. Or I'm sorry, no, this is the grow mushroom. So they match. Their little circles all have bling. One has it in red, the other one has it in the white. Yeah, sweetie, I saw. Thank you. I gave you a shout out. I appreciate it. Remember you told me if I held the masterclass, I literally told everybody that when we met at MegaCon, you told me, hold the masterclass. Oh, no, you're okay. You're okay, love. But that's what you want to do with your collections. Make your series, but split up the, you create whoever you think is your common character, your rare, and then your super rare, right? For those of us who bought a bunch of bulk characters, like, tell me, if I could see you, I'd be like, raise your hand if you were one of those that bought like a 50 pack of like those clay dolls, or the Rainbow Brights, or the Care Bears, or strawberry shortcake, right? And you probably have an entire basket of these characters sitting in your living room, in your craft room, in your bedroom. Trust me, I've had them all. I went from my bedroom to my loft to my living room. This is literally our living room. I expanded all my stuff so much because I found my target market. I knew who I wanted to be of service to. And now the demand required me to grow inside my own place. And that's what I want you guys to understand. And Lena, even if you don't necessarily spend time making them all unique, you have, let's say I had 50 of these toadies. Not every toadie's gonna get a rhinestones. That's my rare or my super rare. But these characters, don't forget, they're plastic. A good majority of them are plastic, not your silicone ones, what I'm about to tell you. But these plastic ones, you can use the UV gel nails. I can make his pants glitter. I can make his shoes glitter, right? I don't have to put rhinestones on everything, but I can use UV gels to my advantage to give him and bling him up, right? I don't have to always keep the characters the same. Even if it's the same character, I can have 3 types of characters. I can have my standard one, plano, right? I could have the one that just has the rhinestones, and then the one that's like super glitzed out with everything. And for each set, you have, smaller amounts of. Maybe I have 5 of the super blings because that's part of that mystery pack, right? And Lena, I would sell those as mystery packs. Like, ooh, are you gonna get the regular Rainbow Bright or the regular strawberry shortcake, or are you gonna get the bling girl? Like, and do what they do for like all of these mystery blind bags. That's like the biggest part I want you guys to take away from here, okay? You can design your stuff like the big brands do. You don't have to always, try to change the game up. The game works. They proved it. Apply it to your business. Yes, I understand completely. But guess what? Now you can. And now you can, with all of the characters that you have, separate them out and go, okay, this is the set that I'm going to have as my standard. And by the way, just because you have these like standard and whatever, I'm not saying sell them like that. You better mystery bag those. Hey guys, you can get one of these 3 versions, the super blingy, the medium, or the common. Mystery bag them. They buy the pen. The mystery bag comes with the character and the stand. Collect them all. Literally. It's been something that we've all bought at any given time. It's been in our face, but because we are so close to our business, we don't recognize that we could easily adapt that kind of model to our business. Oh yeah, if you're here every Thursday, or if you end up being a paid Substack subscriber, I focus a lot more on the business side of that, of bead crafting on that weekly call. Oh, babe, that smells good. What is that? Oh, he's got his headphones on. I don't know what he's making, but it smells good. If you focus on the business side of things for your crafting, and not so much on what's cute, you are literally going to start seeing everything come together. Darla's a perfect example. She literally was one of my first paid Substack subscribers. She reached out to me and was asking me questions. I'm not charging you guys for advice. I'm not sitting there. I talk to Jessica literally almost every day. Jessica didn't become a paid subscriber the first moment I met her. And I've been talking with her for a hot minute. Darla, same thing. Darla, I talked to her. And it was so beautiful. So beautiful. When we were literally talking about all the designs and the options, and she realized, oh my God, yeah, I did that for when I had my jewelry business. Oh yeah, I did that for this. I did that for that. She was like, oh my God, Sasha. And I go, yes, it was right in your face. But the problem is you never had anybody that could step back. You can't step back. I can step back and see it from a different perspective. And the moment I open your eyes to that, you will never look at this business the same again. You will actually look at it as a business, not a hobby that you're collecting stuff for. Eileen, I loved you. Yes, I love talking to you too, sweetie. It's one of those things where it's, like I said, it's nice to know that you can have someone to talk to, that you can bounce ideas from someone, right? I do. That's another reason I love that we're starting like the WhatsApp groups, because we have the ability to talk to, and I know a lot, but I don't know every single little thing. I'm a problem solver at heart. So if there's something that, and none of us know it, let me test it. Let me try it. I'll build a video from it and let everybody else learn from it. Oh, you're welcome, love. I appreciate you guys so much. And I literally had a great conversation, like I said, with my subscribers on Tuesday. And it was so funny, though. I literally was like looking out to make sure my husband wasn't popping out of his. I was like, he's going to be so disappointed. And the whole time. And they were like, but he's going to watch the live. I go, he doesn't get on the Substack one. Oh, Mona, yes, I know. Oh, my God. It is. It's, and that's the thing, right? Because guess what? You know why you're obsessed? Because just like everybody else is going to buy these from you, the characters, the design, it's what we love. It's why Labubus were such a thing. It's why Beanie Babies were such a thing. Collecting has never, ever not been a popular thing. If you actually brand yourself like a brand that's worth it, that's where the money comes in. I don't ever want to see any one of you guys feeling like you have to like price your pens at like $7 or $10 because you're just trying to get rid of it because you're frustrated and you're done. When you had the passion to get into this business, it died the moment the overwhelm kicked in. I know because I was there. My husband can tell you the many times when because I was in those shoes. I didn't sit there and go, oh, let me remember all the business experience I have and all the successful, stuff that I did in tech and the, media career that I had with Telemundo. Like I literally was buying millions of dollars in media. I worked at the Air Force Base marketing team. I everything I did was marketing and advertising, and I applied that into my other businesses, which were techie, and it succeeded. And why was it so hard for me to do it with crafting? And it wasn't until that moment that I realized that I was literally getting in my own way. I was right there instead of stepping back and going, look at it as a business. Not the cute chibis. They're all cute. God, I want every single one, and that's fine. But so do the people that I'm trying to sell this to. Now the next step is you're going to look at all your stuff and you're going to look at it as, how do I separate these collections so I can sell them? I also, if you join me a little bit later, I also talked about the fact that now with this, you guys can create subscription boxes, y'all. Every month you get a pen and 2 mystery characters. Do you want the 3 mystery character pack? Do you want the 4 mystery character pack? Y'all, tell me you've never experienced a subscription before. I was paying Circle $143 a month for freaking water, for water tops. And those weren't even mystery packed. When I tell you, it's when you step back, it makes it so much easier. And this is going to give you that opportunity. Talking to me is going to give you that opportunity. Chatting with everybody else that's in the industry when we're in our groups is going to give you that opportunity. You're going to see things differently. And you're going to succeed because you're going to apply what you're learning. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This was a no-brainer. When I was like designing this, I'm like, you know how many like subscription things we could do? And when you guys go to these craft shows now over the summer, forget it. Your booth is the talk. Show them. Literally show them. Pop these little suckers off and go, look how cool this is. Boop. And you can still write. And you can still do your stuff. And it's not going to go anywhere. Oh, and guess what, y'all? It lights up. They're going to be like, here you go. Take my money. Go. There it is. I actually have a post I am going to be posting tomorrow about crafting shows. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Like I said, sometimes it takes somebody else to be outside of it to give us perspective, right? We started this with a passion. We invested. Like, I looked at everything that I bought as an investment. Was it cute? God, yes, it was. Yes, it was. But I'm going to tell you right now, at the end of the day, it doesn't feel good when you see an entire cabinet or an entire room full of stuff that you realize that you're like, oh my God, I have a problem. Like, I literally was like, I went through my pity party stage and I was like, what did I do? I talked to my Substack crew on Tuesday and I was like, when I did my taxes the first year of the business, that I had bought all this stuff and I was excited and I bought everything and like I needed to have every single little trend that was coming out. You need to be the ones creating the trends, not the wholesalers. When I literally did my taxes that first year and I saw that I spent $8,000, I'm not even kidding y'all. I can show you my taxes. I spent $8,000 on inventory. And I was barely selling because I had no direction. I clearly remember that. I was telling my husband, funny enough, that was my motivation for the WHATNOT place, because I started seeing videos of people going like, if you want to get rid of your stuff, this is where you want to go, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, let me see, because I need to get out of this. But it was at that moment that I realized I was doing this the wrong way, because when I went on that place, I'm like, I'm not giving my stuff away. I spent good money on this. I at least want to break even. You hide your boxes. Now you won't have to, because they're going to be flying off your shelf. Like, y'all, I said it from the beginning. I only gave you guys a week notice. You noticed that, right? Y'all only found out about this on Saturday? When I posted my video about the game-changing thing. I literally had at least 10 of you go, I'm ready to give you my credit card. And you didn't even know what it was. You were just like, hey, Sasha, you said you came up with the game changer. I've seen your videos. Whatever you have, I'm going to buy it. Without realizing it was this big. Imagine when your customers see your collections that have probably been sitting, but you spruced them up. You gave them a purpose. You gave them a theme. You're going straight to your craft room. The first thing I want you guys to do is organize. I said it in my video. The first step in having a signature bead design and a target market and the target market series is organizing your collections. Even if you bought a bunch of random stuff, organize it by color, organize them by animals, organize it by season. Is it something that would look great for the winter, great for the fall, great for the summer? Whatever you want to organize it as. And then write all that stuff down. Whatever you have the most of in themes, that's your first big product push. That's your first collector's set that you're going to create and sell out on. Ask Carla. She literally followed me to the T, and this woman is selling her stuff out. She found her target market, and she hasn't even gotten this yet. She ordered it today. Wait till she does this for her target market. That's okay. You can have acrylics. Guys, just because it's a round bead doesn't mean we can't still treat it like a bead. One of the projects I'm going to be posting is showing you how you can drill a little hole on the side without compromising, because it's if you guys know the ones that you normally put into characters to have them as keychains, the little no, they're not eyelets. What are they called? I'm blanking out right now. Anyway, you know the ones I'm talking about. They have the little screw part and then the little hole. You can drill a tiny hole. I'll even give you, this is how meticulous I am. I give you guys measurements and everything. I will give you the drill bit. Eye pins. Thank you so much, sweetie. Yeah, it's like the ones with the little screw. Exactly. But you can drill a little bit of a hole, put those in, and now you have charm places where you can have dangling charms. One of the biggest things that I talk about all the time, especially for those of you who are new here, I keep saying treat yourself as a brand for a reason. You want a unique experience, but you also want people to know you created it. I shared this during last week's live, and I have all of the resources posted on the article site that I keep talking about. My products have my logo. So if someone goes, hey, where'd you get Chibi Charms? She's right there. You don't want a hanging one? Cool. Create UV DTF stickers. Ninja Transfers does them. Low batches, tiny, whatever you want. Put them on your beads, on the backs of your beads. Put your name on your work. Do not let another pen go out that door without your brand on it. Oh yeah, these were on the Jungle place. I found a vendor who had them. I sent my logo, and I put established date when I officially treated this as a business was 2004, or excuse me, 2024. I started in 2023 because I started even with my keycaps and my stuff. Oh, that was the other one that I wanted to do and show you guys. Where is it? Oh my gosh, my little keycaps. I moved everything around, so I don't even know where any of my stuff is. Give me one sec, guys. I'm grabbing my fidgets so that we can go through it. I can find them. Babe, can you do me a favor? I'm trying to find my fidgets. Oh, maybe? No. See if you can find my little froggy fidgets. I don't know where they're at. They're right. Yellow ones that stick there. See if you can find them for me. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I wanted to find my little fidget froggies that I have from my other videos, if you guys saw them. Sorry. Yeah, the Jungle place. I have to talk in code, because if not, they give me violations. But this is another character I had gotten a while back, and I was trying to invent stuff, and I'm like, I put a little, this is the little eyelet hook, by the way, I'm talking about, right? I put that in there and all that. I don't want it on there. I can remove it if I, absolutely want to, which I should. But you can take characters like these that have the interactive, y'all, that ASMR, thank you, babe. ASMR target market is huge. You've seen creators on here, right? Put a magnet. Now you have a magnetized little maraca. I don't want to overwhelm you guys. I know that I've got your brains buzzing, and I'm going to be the reason a lot of you won't get much sleep tonight. But You know, I showed you guys this one in the videos, right? My little flight of fidgets. By the way, the craft show I'm doing next, not this weekend, next weekend, because it's, and I talk about this a lot too. When you do your craft shows, or when you go and invest a bunch of money in your craft shows, please invest where your products would work best. Just because it says it's a craft show or a market or whatever, who attends these? And depending on who attends them and what the typical market is, that's how your product should be facing. So I'm not going with my super expensive bead pens. I know the kids would want it. Parents are not going to buy it. They're not going to spend $40 on my pen, knowing that their kid treats their toys like garbage. But my cute little $10 fidget, oh, everybody's going to go to that school the next, on Monday playing with their fidget. I'm going to drive my husband crazy. He's one of the teachers at the school. And they're going to collect them. And I've got plenty. They're going to get to, and guess how I did it? I mystery bagged the characters. Check it out. Exactly. Know your market. And I even, on the article site, y'all, I posted, here, I'm going to move this stuff. On the article site, I actually posted how to find your target market based on your personality. So if you haven't done that yet, please, it's for free. It's on there. I even gave you guys a calculator that you can use. Oh, sorry. I have to take you with me. I even have a calculator that you can use to determine how much your items should be. I'm taking you all with me, so sorry. I wanted to show you. So for example, I give you guys the Sanrio packs for the orders you place with me. Well, when I first got my order and I ordered them, some of the packs were crushed, so we wanted to make sure that they weren't going to get damaged. So my husband took them all out. Well, guess what the kids are going to get? Oh, Cindy, thank you so much for your order, love. I'm giving them a card. That's my freebie, right? I got my refund for the damage that the items took in the shipping. So now I can use them as my giveaways. Diana, thank you, love, for your order. But there's the keycaps. They get to pick that, right? But depending on the character style that they pick, that's what they're going to get. Oh my God, I hope this thing doesn't snap. There's my baby duck keycaps, all mystery packed. I have one of each of the items that I'm selling. I'm gonna do my best to record everything so that you guys can see that as a sample of how you can, when you're targeting or when you have a specific target market, like who you're gonna, how to get your stuff set up for it. But I have a little sampler. If they're like, oh my God, I want the duckies. Cool. Let me find my duckies. Oh, I want, I have my random mix keycap. Like if they're like, oh, I'll take the, I'll do the random mix. There's the big duckies. There's the Stitch. There's the cat paw keycaps. Like all of these. I have the baby cat. Look at that. I stuck it on a keycap. That's all I did. I didn't have to sit there and paint it. Thank you, love. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, this is going to be a game changer for you guys. But know your market. I'm going to a school where there's a ton of kids. It's a craft show, but it's the kids that are going to be there with their parents. Guess what? Kids outnumber their parents. Do you sell the little? No, I don't. That inventory I had from 3 years ago, I made sure to pop the batteries out of them. But I had bought them. I just never got rid of them because I knew that I could use them somehow. And that's why I tell you guys too, please don't buy new stuff if you already have it. Figure out a way to make it prettier. Ask me, ask somebody in the group, like, hey, what would you guys do to bling this up or make it different? One of us is bound to answer. I normally give a bunch of answers because I've done a bunch of stuff. But where are you going to be so I can take my little one? So so we're going to be in St. Cloud. It's for a local school, like a charter school craft market. So that's where we're going to be at. But yeah, I'm literally making it exciting, right? Because my target market isn't the parents. The parents are going to that school to learn if they want to take their kids there. It's a recruiting event. Yes, sweetie, thank you. Yes, I will. So I only made a few because I was prepping everything for my launch, but apparently these all sold out. Let me show you the characters I have. And yes, they are brand spanking new. Like all of these. Like I just popped these out because I'm going to work on these next. But I've got like the Care Bear. So I'll have like the 2 versions of Sunshine Bear, for example. Like that's a set. That's a duo. And these are so lightweight. They're perfect. But I have like Winnie, right? There's all my... I don't know that these would work so much. I'd have to double check them. But there's my Strawberry, right? So it's... Yeah, and if you have these kinds of inventory, use it. Use your stuff. This is all like... I still have to list like all of these, by the way. I want you all to start creating what you need when you need it. I want you to design with purpose. This is why I offer like the actual base supplies, like the 15 different sugars. I've got 18 of these glitter leaf versions. Make some beautiful different styles and color options. All of our base, like literally, I actually moved all that stuff. For those of you who just joined, I moved all of that over here. Get these at the tree that only cost $1. $1.50 each bucket. But it holds everything organized. Do that for your characters. It's hard when you overthink it. Think of it as a business. Okay, I got to organize this. You do it for work. Let's say you guys go to your job and you're organizing your stuff. Just because it's your job, they shouldn't get the best part of that organization. Your business deserves that too. Separate stuff out. I have all my beads, all my stuff. Like this is not my beads, but these are all the supplies for you guys. I'm new here, want to purchase the kit. Does it come with instructions? Not only does it come with instructions, because it's going to have, yes, it's going to have the video. I'm going to have a QR code and the link to the video series on how to use the entire kit start to finish. But I'm doing the free masterclass for everybody. So you'll get to ask questions and everything live. If you have design questions in mind, it will, you'll be able to answer that, or excuse me, ask them on that. But like I said, all of the stuff organized. Because I stopped thinking about the overwhelm and I said, you know what? If for my job, I'm like super organized and I, do all these tasks and all these things, why is it okay for me to do it for my job but not my business? Yeah, oh yeah. And then I also, so Jess, let me know, because I still have the other colors to post and I'll be posting them tomorrow. I have 18 different leaf ones. I have 10 up there right now, but I have 18 in total. So I have even some more unique colors. The magnet set. Yeah, if you're on my site, the main kit comes with the 10-pack of magnets, the wand, the 5 interchangeable beads, and the character stands. You only ever need to buy the kit once, and this is great if you're trying things out. But if you know you're going to launch a series and you need a bunch of characters, added to that, yes, I sell the character pack add-on. But this is an add-on, so get the main kit first so that you at least have the base of what you need. And it gives you enough to have, to launch 2 characters per pen. Or excuse me, per bead, because one of these beads goes on each pen. And these are individually housed, y'all. I've shown you how strong these magnets are. They're also very sensitive, so please be careful with them. Don't slam them around. Don't do any of that because they are rare earth metals. Also make sure moving forward when you use this system, because I'll be training that, putting that, like that is in the tutorial, have your warning stickers. If you don't at least have this warning sticker on your packaging, you are risking a lot with your business. We sell things that are choking hazards. This is just standard. So all your stuff, like I have it built into my label. But now that we're working with magnets, I have the magnet hazard label. So that's in there. I have that in the tutorial. Like I give you the wording and everything so that you can just print out, if you have a thermal printer, print out some labels. Good to go. So, and then the masterclass, we're going to cover packaging and all that stuff too. So we'll be wrapping up here in like 15 minutes because I do eventually have to go to bed. I've literally, like I said, I literally working on like 2 to 3 hours of sleep because I've been prepping and working hard on getting all of this stuff done. And now it's like, now that the launch is like, woohoo, it's done. You know, it's that relief after you've been like busting your butt and you're like, oh, okay, now I can pass out for 3 days. That's how I feel. Oh, sweetie, yes. And you should be. It's a game changer for our customers, right? Like I said, my biggest mission has been to try to make us like create some kind of differentiator in this business. It felt like everybody was selling the exact same thing. And it was so disheartening because a lot of people then were struggling to get any sales. Whenever I see people on lives and they're like taking half an hour for one person to decide what bead colors they want on their pen, you don't understand the level of torture that is for me and heartbreak. Because in that half hour, she could have sold at least $500 worth of collectible pens like this. But she sold a $15 pen because somebody wanted to take half an hour to decide what they wanted. And it sucks because that's not why we got into this. To sit there and sing for your soup? No. Yeah. By the way, these are like 3 years old. I told you, when you get your stuff, don't go crazy like getting rid of it because you feel like it ain't going to work out. Just give it a chance. You'll find the market or the market will find you. Like these little, my little fidgets, like I created these. These are all handmade. I use the UV gels. I use the nail stickers to design the edges of the keycap base. I did the same here. I glued my little froggy with rhinestone gel. Not rhinestone gel. Rhinestone gel. And then I added top coat all the way around to make it glossy. Oh, and then I added little stickers from the nail stickers. Oh yeah, exactly, Cindy. Well, imagine when you start selling the collectible ones that are ready to go. Like I have people asking me if these were for sale. I was like, no, sorry, that's my one of a kind. Like, cause it's my, my initial prototype. But it's insane, the reaction, because it's different. And not everybody has the same collections. So just because you're getting a kit doesn't mean the person next to you is going to sell the exact same collection that you are. Oh, wait, this one's the other one that's from one of my other pens. This one looks kind of odd. I was using a super long rod. Oh, by the way, guys, really quick, for those of you who came in later, make sure your topper is no more than 0.6 ounces. I know I pushed it a little bit with these book bags because they're like 0.8. But I've tested it all the way to 1.3, which you guys saw with the Angel, and she is really top heavy. You don't want these flying off. So like no more than the 0.8. I think like even Yoshi was really heavy, but he sticks good. He's like really, really good. Because he's not as heavy as you would think. Like he looks heavy. Plus, don't forget any embellishments that you put on them, they do add to that weight. So be strategic with your embellishments. If you're going to put a bunch of rhinestones and stuff on a character, make sure the character is already a lightweight character to begin with. So when you add the weight to it, it's not killing your weight ratios. So, by the way, they'll stick, like some of these characters and stuff, they'll stick to your heavier characters, excuse me, your base pens. But what you don't want is them flooping. Somebody goes, let me do this to, and they try to prove your point. And then, the character was so heavy. Beatriz, thank you, sweetie. Appreciate the order. You guys are so awesome. I appreciate it. You guys have made this launch experience the most amazingest thing ever. Like, no joke. But you can definitely make some awesome stuff. And now, like, I can sit there and write. And it was so funny because when I was filming the Mario ones, and I was finding, and that's the other thing too. Find yourself sounds with your characters. And it'll make it so much easier to build your marketing because you're using sounds that people recognize. And so I did all the Mario skits. And I was making myself laugh the entire time, like with the Yoshi, all of that. I was like, why am I laughing? And then I realized, like, if I saw that freaking skit happening and I was not a bead crafter, I would want to buy those pens. And it doesn't only stop in pens. If you didn't see this before, like, my husband glued one of the designs to the painting thing here. You can see the glue, not the residue, but like the indentation. And because of its unique design, look at that. Now you can have a collector set that works on the pen, works on here. Like, how insane is that? For those of you who do cups, magnets can get wet. Just some food for thought. Oh my goodness. I'm sure you guys are all like, oh, there goes my sleep tonight. I'm going to be like sorting my collections and figuring out how I'm going to get these sold. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm excited. When I get orders in, I don't like flooding the feed with a ton of order stuff because I want you guys to also listen to the stuff that I talk about when it comes to the business. I think by far that's more important than you see me pack an order. I do those because they're fun and I make them educational. But I also know that can't be the only content that you see. I really do want to, if I get like a really cool find, like I did the other day at the Goodwill, like with those, foils, like that was mind blowing to me. Lena's like, oh girl. Oh Lordy. Oh no, you said my girl. Oh, I see, because Maria Mice. Okay, look at that. Oh, sweetie, I appreciate you guys listening. That's all I can say. I appreciate it. And so, yeah, just being able to share those things. By the way, if you missed this or you came in late, please don't fret. I hope none of you were taking notes or anything. Everything is going to be posted on the article site. Thank you so much, love. Thank you, Callie girl. All of this is going to be posted on the article site that's linked on the homepage of my site. If you know what I'm talking about, it's the bar that says SUBSTACK. For free. So if you're not a free member yet, please join. I post all of these the next day with a recap. And if I share any links, I include the links. I am going to include again, like the link, because I shared it last week, but I will be including the link to where I got my, my little charm packs. So like, these are the charms that have my logo on it. I told y'all, moving forward, you have to promise me you're going to start branding your work. Do not sell another pen without branding your work. Okay? When people see your collection, I want them to go, oh my God, who did you get it from? Oh yeah, look, her logo. Like, it's from Chibi SnapCharm or from, enter your business day. I hope we do a meetup here. Oh yeah, sweetie. Oh, I know we will. I met up Eileen at MegaCon. When we get on WhatsApp, message me directly. I'll make like a little Florida bead crafter group, like Central Florida one, and then we can all just meet up. Maybe we do it once a month and make a thing out of it. We craft together. How exciting. Well, DM me. If you guys are in Central Florida, like you could travel to Orlando, because for me, that's a central spot. I live in the St. Cloud area. I would love to go there. God, especially like there's like different shops and stuff and things that I always love going into different shops, not because I want to buy something, but I see inspiration all the time. Like, how can I do this? And how can I explore that? And how, oh my God, you know, there's this idea and that, like literally they just pop up. When you start looking at your business differently, you will see business everywhere. It's insane. But yeah, the place that I got it at, the Jungle Shop, which like I said, I'll link it. They do these are like, do you guys remember, like, I know I used to have this when I was little, like, or even now. Jewelry has like a little clip that'll tell you if it's like 925 silver, that kind of thing. So I'm going to be emailing you guys. Everybody. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Erica. Thank you for the order. Everybody who ordered the kit is going to be part of that masterclass. I will be emailing you guys the WhatsApp link for the group. And we are going to announce via email and the WhatsApp group the day that we're going to do the masterclass. I said 2 weeks, but I think I want to give it like 3, only because some people do live further out. Like I've had orders from Hawaii, and you know I ship globally. So if I get someone overseas, I want to at least give everybody a little bit of time to kind of go through it. But the only thing I don't show here is I am going to have the training information in here, so you have it physically. And when your order ships, I will be sending you a link, like an email that says, hey, here's your training information, because it's going to exist. It's going to exist on my site, but it's in a separate, it's like a different product that I can create, which is an actual course inside my site. It's through Shopify. It's super cool. What else? I'm trying to think of anything else. What did Honey Dip say? You have to fly to Florida each month for the meet. What? Oh, I forgot. It's okay. It's no worries. You're fine. You can fly. The amount of money you're going to start making. She'll be like, look, I sold like my one big collection just to get down here. Oh my goodness. All right, loves. Well, I'm going to start wrapping things up. Yes, exactly. It's a business write-off. All the meals and everything. Oh my goodness. Well, I need to start heading. Well, I need to get some dinner. I haven't even eaten. Look, if we become a big enough group, how about I just visit you guys? I literally travel for a living. That is my job. I was actually supposed to go to Cali, Seattle last week, but that trip got canceled. And I was going to be in the Berkeley, Cali area like a month ago. So if I do end up traveling for work, I will make sure I stay an extra day. And if anybody is in that area, then I will meet you. Oh, there you go. You see? Yeah, I call it my Mecca because I am a Starbucks girl. So I visited the Mecca for my coffee habit. Oh, I know, Vanya, you are there. Oh my God, that's right. You're in Cali, girl. Oh my goodness. Well, I love you guys. Thank you so much for the awesome support. Thank you for being amazing. Like, not only for the shop, but for, trusting me to help you build an actual business that succeeds. Darla's going to be, I keep referencing Darla because like she quite literally took the blueprint from the beginning. She paid attention to the videos where I talked about organizing everything and doing all these things. And she reached out to me and I talked to her. Like, there was not me going, hey, let me invoice you. No, there was no expectation of payment or anything like that. I legitimately want to help you guys succeed. I also don't want you going and spending tons of money at a wholesaler for one bead. If you want to get wholesale for stuff that you like, the supplemental stuff all the time, fine, cool. That's awesome. I would never argue that. But when you're trying to design your own thing, it's harder to design your own thing when somebody else's design is already on it. Unless you're sprucing up a character you already bought. When you're doing an original design, you can't do that when you buy it wholesale. You guys got into this because you wanted your creativity to shine, but you can't have your creativity shine if everybody else's work is on your stuff. So I hope that makes sense. Make everything your own, right? Make it your design, make it your flair, your taste, your awesomeness. That's what you want to do. This is a delivery method. All this is you literally delivering it in such a way that your customers are going to be mind blown by what you create, that they want to register for your monthly bling box. Look at that. Call it your bling box, your fancy bling box, whatever you want to, use it. There goes my marketing advertising brain. No, I don't care if I do. I have a 6-figure job, y'all, and I'm still sitting here with you. Do I need to do this? I don't. If I legitimately needed to do this for a living, I wouldn't tell you, don't spend your money. I'd be telling you, oh my God, look at this, brother, come here, you gotta get it. It's about to go away, brother. I would never tell you, hey, don't get my glue if you already have glue. So please understand, I don't need to do this. I do this because I love it. I have a passion for crafting, especially when it comes to this chibi cuteness. Like, that is my passion, right? These cuties. That's my passion. And of course, helping people out. Oh my God, Alyssa, thank you so much, love. That's my passion. Seeing you guys get your aha moment. When Darla was like, girl, I sold out. I'm like, of course you did. Of course you did. She recently sent me a one of her video that she was doing on TikTok, and I go to her, do this. I told her you need it to match the aesthetic. So I have, because I'm a trainer, I have access to my resources. So I have where do you get? No, so this is part of this is what I offer, sweetie. This is the kit. Like, this is my patent pending product. It's the entire, it's the magnets with the embedded, like everything's embedded and ready to go. So yeah, it's on the homepage of my site. It's our SnapCharm product. Yeah, I don't buy this from anybody. Like, we handcraft this. Thank you. Yeah, like, I got the hubby. It's like, we got, by the way, freaking game changer. This is a resin curing machine. It was $100, but so worth it. Look at that plate. It does regular UV resin and regular epoxy. So it's a 2-in-1 curing machine. And hubby's like, yay, I get to do stuff. Look at those beauties. We handcraft everything. Like, legit. So, yeah. Well, I absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I know it has been an amazing launch. Tell me about it. I couldn't have expected. I honestly, I expected the best, but I prepared for the worst. And by the worst, it was just like, okay, you got a couple stuff. And to me, that's not the worst. It isn't. If I'm helping somebody, cool. That's why I'm a trainer. That's why I've always been in things like where, with Toastmasters, that's a volunteer group. And I was like leading and creating actual Toastmaster clubs. So it's just part of who I am. I love it. I absolutely love it. And if I learn something new, I always love to share it, because if I don't, if I just keep it to myself, there's no purpose in having learned that. That's just my nature. Thank you, sweetie. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Yes, love, love, love. I love spreading the love. That's why I call you guys my loves, because I do. You guys are my awesome passion. I love it. Thank you for letting me share my creative brain with you. I brain dump with you guys. I know, Christy. Christy was my first order. She was like, $8.59. I loved it. Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Love, love, love. I will see you guys on my videos, I guess. But next Tuesday is our next Substack live call. That's for our paid subscribers on Substack. And then Thursday we have our next TikTok live. Tomorrow morning, or I don't want to say tomorrow morning because last time I did it by like 12. But tomorrow I will be posting this entire live with the recaps and all the links to everything. So I love you guys. And I'll make sure to include the jungle link where I got the little engraved. They're not engraved. They're like lasered logos. So you can start branding your work. Love you guys. Good night. You tried to get, I know. Oh, I love you guys. Good night. Good night. Thank you so much for the support. Have an amazing night.